I'm excited. I'll pick up her accent and I'll say something like sorry.
Sorry.
I hate sorry. I don't say sorry. I say sorry.
There's a Canadian accent where instead of saying about, they say a boot.
A boot. My FHE brother's from Canada. He speaks entirely normal except when he says bag. He says bag. He's like, go get a bagel. And I'm like, it's bag.
I drop G's.
You
Swimming, running.
That's well, everybody does that.
And then there's the Utahns. They drop their T's. Mountain. Layton.
Fredonia.
Oh, that's warm. Never mind. Just save me a piece.
Ouch. My little hands. Ouch.
Huh?
She's making fun of you.
It wouldn't be the first time, and I've heard worse.
I should point out that I've started recording at this point.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
All right. Which one of these is you?
All of the above.
That was not pepperoni. That was ham. I did not like that.
I thought you dropped the pizza on the ground.
No.
That's not a vegetable.
My celestial food.
Okay.
What do you mean? Which one of these is you? Do you have a Venmo?
A what?
Yes, you do.
A what?
Never mind.
Okay, what?
Never mind. It's a cash app most people have. Or
I
a lot
don't
of
have
people
it.
have. What?
I don't have it.
Oh, you suck.
I'd be willing to bet you're the only one in the room with it.
It's called Venmo. It's where you
Yeah,
guys
it has one.
send people.
She made me one, but I don't have access to it. So I'm like, how does that work?
She wants to be able to pay people for you.
Braden.
Yeah.
I don't know which.
Let's get started.
Yes, let us get started.
Sorry.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Middlemans. Yeah. But, so you'll notice that everybody has an emphasis accent that they use for humor or for
Your game is cool, but you
something, you know? Some people do Western, some people do Southern, some people do English. I think you do
Me?
English.
Huh?
But something that comes naturally to you, but easier to play.
How's it going?
Hey, change to 79, but
Yay.
I didn't have it, so you get 80.
Thanks!
Thank you.
Hey!
Times 10.
I get that notification. Word.
Oh,
There we go.
You're at the top.
Not a piggy bank.
that's okay. My words come out the top.
Better than coming out the rear.
Baby shark.
So D2s don't work.
D2s don't work.
Baby shark. It's so cute.
Okay.
Baby.
Yeah.
Sure.
Rookie.
There we go.
Look at its eyes. It's so cute.
See if something's over there.
Fangs.
No one's gonna use that secret.
Look at its little fangs.
Oh.
Actual baby shark?
Guess a baby shark.
You're right,
Oh.
It's a baby shark.
Baby sharks eat their brothers and sisters in the womb.
Me too.
You and your dead quintuplet
Like
siblings.
worms.
You're Braden 5. The other ones are Braden 1, 2, 3, and 4.
If I'm the one that survived, I deserve top billing. Okay?
Hey, they have a thing built in the side now for the garlic sauce. It's just butter that kind of makes my stomach turn.
Alright.
I don't know.
Unnecessary
It's like,
innovation.
Oh,
I
I
don't know. It's
still have
like
that one.
I'm
It's
kind
okay.
of
I'm not
sensitive.
judging.
That's why
No, I mean like I'm really sensitive to like the grease and stuff. It like
Oh, hence no meat lovers.
yeah. Well, it's not sensitivity like bad. It's just sensitive like you know.
Yeah.
Like I made
That's
myself a
pretty
pizza earlier and it's kind of greasy and my face is still flushed from it.
That's weird. I guess
But I
was
get flushes
confused.
for totally different reasons.
Braden! We're filming.
What?
Hi.
What were you
It's
thinking
all on the
of?
internet. And
I
everyone's
think
gonna
this
see
one's
it.
on you. What were you thinking of, Jackie?
Hey, okay. Are we gonna play?
Not
Yeah.
yeah.
Stop! No, I
So we're just gonna
easily.
keep trading.
I know, it's fun.
Blush for blush.
Stop
Blood
it!
boys love
Are
it.
you sure? Red's a good
Oh,
color
some
on
of you guys were like
I
robbing
will
somebody
fight
and
Trying to.
Right.
Yes,
Actually,
Lisa,
no, our
they've
road is
taken their
gone, so
role.
it's just you now.
They've taken up
Our road is
your.
gone, so it's just you and
No,
Rob.
it's
So-
not
Minding
they,
your own
it's
business.
me.
I'm the one who still keeps on getting guys to do.
Oh dear goodness, we are not talking about the trees.
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 Like where we found the squirrels.
I mean, if you want to call me, if
I am able to get her squirrel friend.
Squirrel friend.
Can you pass me that last piece of Hawaiian, please? And try not to dip it in that disgusting sauce.
Oh.
No! Thank you.
So
Thank
speak
you.
is a very, what's we're looking for? I can't English today.
English.
Well, then
Can you
Spanish.
Bonjour, mozzarella.
Hey, I've never actually eaten the pineapple. I kind of like it.
Wait, han, we baguette.
I told that. Okay, were we gonna kill stuff?
Yes.
I think last I remember I broke into somebody's house to read their books.
Yes.
And then they forcibly sat you down for tea.
I waited for like 20 minutes trying to flirt with someone.
Punish! This whole situation.
Alright.
You're like
still having
Sherlock.
tea together.
That is what Tom Hiddleston would do.
Yeah, you're way too nice for Sherlock.
You're going to jail for being a pedophile.
Eve is awesome. I love you.
Or me.
No, the kid you flirted with.
No, he's older than me.
You're
He's
going to
an
send the child to be a. You're going to send the child to jail to be a pedophile?
No.
Why would I go to jail if he's older than me?
Wait.
He's not. He's
I should've
Children
done
age normally until they hit their like late teens.
Yeah.
Elves. So if he
Late
looks like a child, he's
teens.
a child.
Early teens.
Oh wow.
No,
He's 13.
I wanted to flirt with someone who was older than this. Why do you keep on giving me girls? For crying out loud.
Is
I
that
will
so
specify and
sweet?
say I'm flirting
Because
with the most
She's
man
trying
I
to tell
see.
you
Yeah.
something.
No. Seriously, I have an NPC gender and personality in mind whenever I pass an NPC by. So I'm not just doing it for fun. I like have their identity set when they pass by and be like, I flirt with him, and I'm like, okay.
Eve will flirt with the next one.
You got this. Don't give up.
Yes.
I'm joking, he
Okay.
totally won't unless you wanted to like educate him. That could be the cutest character moment.
Yes, I will teach you how to flirt.
The magic
To my teeth.
I need to pick up a level in cleric as soon as possible.
Is your wisdom score good enough for that?
My wisdom score is 16. It's 13 in multi-class.
Jealous, I know. I know it's 13 one class. I'm just jealous. You have 2 classes.
You have to have a certain score to multi-class? Can you
Yeah.
just be trash at it? Really?
Say I wanted to be a rogue in multi-class warlock, I would need 13 dexterity to multi-class out of rogue, and then 13 charisma to multi-class into warlock.
Wait.
Which
Really?
hopefully you have as a.
But I've known people who throw trash stuff into their main thing.
Technically against the rules. Oh, like
Yeah,
into their
actually
starting,
against the
their starting
rules.
class? Like their first class?
Mhm.
I
No,
mean,
in the first class it applies to.
Yeah.
What if
Oh,
you just
really?
want to be a
Okay.
really terrible barbarian?
Then make it. Then roll
Then
your dice
take levels
again.
in something else.
Roll your dice again, because you're not gonna have a good time when you die.
Yeah.
Why won't you let me die?
Unless you're a muffin, apparently.
I've only
Anyways.
seen one person roll all 4s on those 6s. She put her 4 into intelligence. His name was
Yep.
Doug the Pop-Tart Dragon.
What about a dragon?
Doug the Pop-Tart Dragon had an intelligence of 4.
What?
I'd have a charisma of 4 and just live in the woods.
Hey, how you
Frick off!
doing?
Frick off!
I can't defend people if there's no one to offend.
I mean, my dwarf has a charisma of 9.
Okay, that's slightly below average, but
That's just somebody who's a little
That's
off
not
for me.
yeah, it's better than mine.
This is why I don't roll for stats.
Hi, mister, how you doing? Have you seen any magic users?
I don't know.
No.
I would just not talk to them.
No, that'd be...
My was not that low.
No. Alright,
Where's my fur box?
so, what is the last thing everybody remembers?
I was being forcibly sat down for tea.
I was shopping at hours
She
that
was
are not
flirty.
shopping hours. But I got what I wanted, so.
The dwarf stumbled up to try to find a pub, and
Wait.
the furbog is following, but not to the pub. He's interested in the architecture. in
You
the
saw a
woods.
butterfly.
Accurate though.
I can see we're all pretty scattered because I'm probably going to try and reunite with.
No, I
one
don't
of
want
these
that
people,
type
probably
of
the
picture.
dwarf.
Monk joins dwarf club. What's your subclass?
That's the best way of the open hand.
And the furbog's following the dwarf.
Whenever somebody says wave open hand, I just imagine...
Way
Alright,
of the hand,
everybody's
mage
having pizza,
slip.
right?
Yeah, we did.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yep.
I can't
yes.
believe I forgot to
Check
drop
your
you.
blink and
Yes.
Claire's eating the
What?
last 2 pieces.
What?
You've had pizza?
Have pizza!
I'm good. I'm.
Locatic?
Oh, you
Are
ate?
you going to be hungry later?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
eating your human companions is actually not good.
This
Kind of
fire
not
now
fun,
so
but
says
no.
have a
Well,
piece.
And if I'd known you would
How
have
about we save one piece until the end of the session if she's hungry?
For
she can-
anybody who's still hungry, wink.
Okay, fine.
I'm gonna sit here. So
Oh, me. What is a wonk?
I don't know.
It's a real
No, it's like this.
That's very British of you.
great. Oh, man. Oh, I think your emphasis accent is British, too.
I don't know what mine would be.
Me?
I don't know, it's hard to pick it out, but other people can notice
What
better.
would be me?
I don't know, I just
My
noticed
emphasis-
that you
My
decided.
emphasis accent
British.
comes from me watching too much Doctor Who. It's a stamp. Timeless.
I think, yeah.
See?
I think mine might be British, too. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it is, because
You
I'm like,
mentioned-
I'm not sure.
Giving Jackson a British accent. I want to for everything.
Give her a Scottish accent.
Oh no!
No, Scottish Twitter. You
Well,
sure you better than that
Yes, Susan, I've really been leaning onto the Y.
I'm not a freaking leprechaun.
Yes.
Cockney. Thickest Cockney.
Actually, at this point, I am going to look. Is there anything that resembles like an inn of some kind?
Oh,
Yeah.
we did just sleep, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took a long rest before we
Yeah.
set out.
Oh, we did. Didn't this
It's nighttime.
It's the middle of the night. I was like, well, we could wait until night for the long rest, and you were like, screw that.
I know.
You
I
wanted
was,
to take
but,
a
like,
patrol around and then decided it was most better to go to town.
I was bored. Okay.
No, it's great.
We'll just spark through the abandoned woods.
It's alright.
Through the creepy
Nothing
noises.
happened.
Nope.
That's
Well,
exactly what
nothing-
everyone says until they can't say anything anymore.
Nothing that you noticed happened.
We all failed our perception checks.
I don't think we rolled perception.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm a mimic now.
It was,
It's the cat.
Huh?
It's the cat.
It's the
cat!
cat! It's the cat! My kitty!
The one thing that survived the Trask.
No, what is it called? Perception.
It's got them.
It's, the passive perception, right?
Yep.
It's passive perception.
My passive perception is 15.
Yep.
Oh, dope.
How do you figure out your passive perception?
Perception plus 10.
Well, I'm just gonna say there was a lot of modifiers going into it. Well, not modifiers, but
That's horrifying.
That's a lot.
Well, I'm just going to be actively rolling perception checks every 5 minutes.
well, I'm just gonna be cool.
Oh, top of short rest. May I have a d20? Or
Yeah,
top of long rest?
for your thing.
Important. 9. Lower, high, lower. Yeah!
What you got?
You are now a 3.
9 and 3.
Can you hand me my guy in the jar?
Honestly, I'm still gonna look for a place where we can hunt her down in case we're here for a couple of days.
Oh, that's 12. Yoink. All right. So
Alright, now I
thanks,
move
you
so I
rolled
can
a
see my
20 in my
beautiful
palm.
boss.
So, you're at the shop.
I wasn't
You've
sure.
gotten your great robe that you bought, and the elf shopkeeper has looked at you really strangely for handing him the 3 gold coins. And then he
Yeah.
ushers you out and slams the door behind you. Oh, and he
I'll walk
cracks
out.
the door open and he said, "Thank you for your business," and he closes it again.
You're quite welcome, gentlemen.
They're
And,
definitely British.
Alright, but yeah, I just... Do I have to... Does it take a while for me to find, like, an inn or a hotel or something?
Des is going to look for a local temple.
All right.
Typical Des.
Yes, worship yourself.
Shut up!
An inn. You can you roll perception?
I'm physically
Perception or
capable.
investigation?
Investigation. Sorry.
Alright, let's make a pizza box.
Yeah.
Dice Tower! Ho
I do
ho! Something we have that Critical Role doesn't. Banger! Dice.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
a straight 10, actually.
Straight 10.
Yep.
Okay. You look around.
How dirty
You
it
do not see any sort of inn whatsoever.
That's important.
Can I, look for a long time?
Yeah.
I've got, like, a lot of time, so...
Yeah. You. How much time do you want to put towards looking?
Why would there not be a
I mean, how big is this town?
It means they don't get
It
visitors.
is
Yeah.
a town that can be walked. Its complete circumference can be walked in about half an hour. So it's maybe a mile across.
And yeah, I'm gonna look for, like, I'll just look for half an hour if I
I'm
can find
choosing
anybody
to
I'll ask
ignore you.
directions.
All right.
I'll look as long as I have to until I find a place to where I can buy items for everybody.
So, with your half an hour searching, you find no inns or traveling outposts.
Yay.
You do find a lot of restaurants and shops, though,
Oh, where'd the beanie go?
and also residential
What
homes and
The
stables.
beanie I had on my head.
That's my beanie.
I was talking to a dude.
Yes, he has sat down across from you, and he has a teacup in his hand, and he's staring at you, like holding eye contact and drinking the tea.
Flirting.
I'm taking notes.
Huh?
I'm taking notes. He was telling me about the history of the place and why he's fought demons.
Oh, all right. Let me think about that. Hold on.
You can go to the flirting.
Yeah, flirting. So you've caught a teenager in the crossfire of your gaze, and she's like,
You can also just leave before this gets bad.
Hello.
but she interpreted it. So you cast something, right? To flirt?
Charm.
You
Charm
cast
person.
charm.
Technically, yes.
She interpreted it in a way
Cast
that
charm
would
person
charm
like
her,
elf.
and since you're older, she interpreted it as you being motherly or grandmotherly. So she saw you offer her a plate of cookies and like a warm place to stay. And so she was like, "Oh, thank
You just adopted someone.
you."
Alright, good. Give her level on rogue. We need a replacement.
She kind of like grips your cloak and gives you a hug, and she's like, "Thank you, it's so nice, lady."
What do you look like?
Which doesn't actually have cookies.
Okay.
That's why
Like,
she's
describe
angry
yourself.
in a minute.
I am all black, like charcoal almost. With every single time I get a cut, I get a like
Magma
Ew.
crevice.
magma crevice. Pretty much, it'll reflect the color of my hair. My eyes are the same color as my hair. Depending on my mood, that will change. And
Is your hair ever black?
Hmm?
Is your hair ever black? Like if you're completely bored? Is it just like...
that's when I'm outraged. Like
Really?
I'm going to kill
Is it
someone.
ever not burning?
I feel like more... It'd be more
If
yellow.
someone puts it out.
Oh, okay. Do your eyes have whites?
Whites? No.
Okay.
They're solid.
They're solid. I mean, there might be like a white center because of.
Oh,
Oh,
you mean
hot.
there's like a little bit of an area that's
If it's
wetter.
burning white hot, then
Yes.
it's white.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm caught up.
Like a marble.
Like
I
on a
really
scale
wanna
of
draw
1
her
to
as a
10, how
dragon.
beautiful is she?
For
need to know.
personal
Let's
reasons.
say your charisma's like an 18, right?
My charisma is
Okay,
a
charisma does
7.
not-
Charisma does not reflect attractiveness.
But I have drawn her, and
Okay.
she is gorgeous. She can attest to this. She's insane.
Do you have it
I
with
think
you?
charisma
Yes.
reflects what you are on the inside. So if you want to be honest...
I think charisma reflects her first personality, and if I want to play a really intimidating person, he has high charisma.
Really?
Yeah, intimidation runs off charisma.
So,
I
Charisma-
think it's a
I guess-
combination of both. Because when somebody sees a cute little kid with a charisma that's really low, okay, wait. If somebody sees a cute little kid and they're like, somebody's going to be naturally inclined to think that they're not worth listening to. And then the kid goes, "I'm going to break your knees." You know, and then they'll like,
Okay.
Or do like a creepy smile, like hello.
You were adopting a child.
Yes, I'm adopting a child.
yeah, she clings to your robe.
Alrighty. Would you like to meet my friends?
Yeah, sure.
Dear goodness.
Come with me.
You get over
Okay.
there that fast?
Yes.
She's right outside, basically.
I am out in the wilderness. So I try to find one of those guys.
All right.
I'm wandering around the town.
So you were right outside their window.
I put them on my
Everyone's
shoulders.
outside except for
All
you
right.
now.
You put her on her shoulders, and you see she has underneath her black nighttime cloak. You see it's actually kind of a dark green. She has like a short. Well, no, actually, that's a different character. I'm sorry. She has long, sort of like shining blue hair and really sparkly blue eyes.
Come with me, and
And
I
fair
can match
skin.
your hair. No, there's no nipping. Alright.
What are you named the shoe, Rebecca?
Yes, I did it last time.
Oh, my bad.
Neptas, right?
Nebdes.
Neptas.
Nebdes. Yeah.
Yeah, you put her up on her shoulders, and she's really light and really slender. Swoop. You
Boy, you're light. Let's go.
Thanks. You go and you head off. You
Eh.
see them through the window.
Da 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 da.
Oh.
You see somebody with like red around the eyes, like from tiredness and from intensity, glaring at them like with their teacup.
Midnight and Eve are just sitting there nonchalant.
I bust open the door. Hello!
Whoa! Another person! Hi! He almost threw the tea at you. Oh,
So you like shot on top of your lungs?
I adopted a child!
tea! Tea!
Tea is currently the only thing keeping this man sane.
Do I hear this? I feel like this is pretty noisy in a relatively quiet town. Do I hear this?
Huh?
Do I hear this?
Where are you outside looking for? You're about half
Yeah.
an hour away from your destination, so I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
You hear a distant. I think the distance would be like from here to North Point. So
No,
that's quite. What?
just no. You don't hear that.
Well, I mean, it was
Yeah, I
a
got
scream and
that.
it was nighttime, so.
I hear screams at night.
Yeah!
All the time.
Where's that scream coming from?
Looks so edgy.
Yeah. So,
Please, sir.
Let's go with
You were
edgy.
telling a story?
right. Okay. Let me look through my
Good to see you.
notes.
Hi.
Okay, as you can see, hi, welcome to my house. I'm Thistle.
Is that guy bothering you?
No, I don't know. He came into my house at like 11:30 at night, looking at his like wrist candle.
That's awesome.
No.
I want a wrist candle.
No, I mean
Sundial?
I motioned for a wristwatch.
A
but-
sundial.
Like a
The
sundial?
sundial.
Sun.
He's
Oh,
like
sun.
at like 11 or something. I don't know.
A
There's
moon
no light. Moon dial.
Even though he's indoors.
A lamp dial.
dial.
What time is it? I don't know. Let me take a step.
It looks like he's got a
I
lamp
was only off
dial.
about 12 hours.
I haven't set to a certain
Well, it
time.
could be
it's
a
right
it could be a candle watch because some candles have like fires.
Right.
Black.
Then you turn your wrist upside down.
That's why you don't.
I just extinguish the flame.
I think I'll keep the lamp just as a joke because it fits in.
Cool.
Okay.
It fits in with it. Okay.
If he's bothering, I could knock him over the head.
I'd like to knock
We're
you
friends.
over the head too, if you haven't noticed.
So would
you've also
I.
intruded.
Well,
Drink your tea and sit. So what do you do, Jackie?
I said Dez goes and looks for a local temple or something for that
Aren't
matter.
you there too?
Huh?
Aren't you at his house too?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
She went off for it.
Midnight
It was you
and
and
Eve
somebody
were-
else. Right, midnight. Suddenly midnight just goes, ah! And like fades from existence temporarily.
Or
You forget she was
was
there.
she
Oh.
never there to begin?
He questions the notes he has on Midnight.
Or, alternatively, a white door opens behind her and slams on top of her and closes.
This poor elven
Find
man.
out what the
I
white
need to
door
roll a
is.
save against a heart attack.
Sure, if you want
Alright,
to.
Constitution.
I don't have good con saves.
So what do you do? Oh, that's the bad one. Okay, good.
15.
You were saying?
Oh, I'm alive.
Wow,
You're like,
that low carb diet really can't save.
It was
Jackie,
like 90 pounds.
what do you do?
I said I look for a local temple or, a similar place of worship.
Okay.
Because she's that type of.
Makes sense, you're a paladin.
Not all paladins are religious.
So, investigation, please. Unless you want to say you like
Oh, yeah,
spend an
both
hour.
factors.
No, I'm going to. Excuse
It's
me.
bad dice.
I will roll myself.
I rolled myself.
I roll my own dice.
Here,
Thank
I
you very
don't
much.
use that table, so why don't you scooch it closer to you or something?
Here's
Yeah.
Stitch.
Wow.
Are you building any dice protection?
I have to do this because
And I can still reach it. Woo!
You should have taken my die.
Is that
I'd
natural
rather
20?
not.
I got an 8, thank you very much. It's better than 3.
Plus. So 9.
Could have had higher.
So,
Not that she's better.
you are looking around for this temple, and a crow smacks into your face. You can't see anything.
It's not mine. Bronwyn is on my shoulder.
And the other one.
Dude, it's like,
Bronwyn is also a raven.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Raven.
it's okay.
Yeah, this one is a crow.
It's a blackbird of some sort.
So you, with the fluttering and the cawing, kind of like prying off your face, and it's like,
And it turns into a man.
Brand
Uncle Crow.
It'll be a
Good
prince.
job of it.
He goes, ah, 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 ah. And off in the direction the crow flies, you see a light at the center of town and a little tiny spire.
Spider?
Spire.
Oh.
Okay, Jez will.
Spider.
Spider isn't.
If you can see that spider from that far away, it's not a tiny one.
That's a big spider.
I will kill it with
Praise
fire.
our God.
Is it ruined?
You will not touch it. Sorry, it was a terrible sound voice. Anyway,
That one's actually weighted.
That's
It
a-
has a weight problem.
Oh, oh, okay.
Never mind.
Oh wait, problem which way?
It's
bad. It either rolls
Oh, you're
1
only
to
18 right
8 or 20.
I need that one.
It's
I
bad.
have to roll
You can
40
have
later.
You can have the red dice.
Have it. I have no use for it.
Do you have a single dump stat?
No,
Dump stat?
I rolled
Okay,
for stats.
so, you see
I got
that
a little bit
spire in
better
the
one.
distance.
I did too,
apologize.
but.
You should have seen Finch's stats. He had 2 18s.
Oof. Jackie?
huh? Des walks off in the direction of said spire.
Alright, as you get closer, you see that this temple-looking thing is more of a house outfitted with a spire on it. It's made of stone, and the tip of the spire glows very slightly, like a tiny miniature sun.
That's cool.
Makes me happy.
How far up is said spire?
Maybe 30 feet?
Des is going to.
You're thinking what I'm thinking.
Attempts to climb.
Okay.
Get a run.
Of course.
Get two like things.
Okay, Des is going to attempt to climb, and you want
That's
me to
what
do
I
athletics for that?
This is Ted.
Yes.
Awesome, that's a. Okay.
Oh, that's like.
Oh.
No, wait.
Huh?
14.
14, huh?
Yeah, I got a +6 on my athletics.
So how do you climb up the spire
Are we
successfully?
level 4?
Alright. So, no. So,
If we were level 4, I would have 20
can you describe how these houses are? These houses are built out of stone, or like grown stone? Okay.
Well, the difference
Oh.
between this house and the other houses is this one looks to be really old, but you only notice this after you've looked. But while all the other houses have been grown out of these ancient trees, this one looks to be rebuilt on top of old ruins. But it's a very normal-looking house to you. Very different architecturally from the other ones, and it's got a spire outfitted on the top, carved out of marble.
All right. So Des is going to find. She's going to find small little niches that she can use, and no, she's not going to do that. That's desecration.
No, I was being you jamming your hand into the crevices.
No, just like.
Sounds painful.
And so she, it's like watching Spider-Man climb up a building or Dracula crawl down a building. No, that's literally in the original book. He climbs down the wall like a freaking beetle.
That seems pretty extra.
It's.
Have you seen your party?
But so yeah, she climbs, and it's kind of this graceful. It's somehow graceful. Her just climbing up the side of this house that it doesn't look like it should be. Somebody should be able to climb. So she climbs up and heaves herself up to get a closer look at the spire, because if there's something, she wants to know why there's something shiny on top. Your cat! No!
So,
Jackie, how do you deal with long hair?
Long hair?
Yes, how do you deal with it?
right, you have short
You
hair.
mean besides in a...
Rip her wig off!
You mean
No.
you mean besides in a braid or a bun? I have long.
I cut my long hair off.
longish hair.
Oh no!
It's like
Rapunzel,
braid,
no!
ponytail.
She almost always
Simple.
had her pulled back.
I don't generally have my hair down.
I used to have really long hair. Oh, that looks great! Wow!
That actually
Nice.
looks.
That looks awesome! Okay,
Yeah.
not like that, but if you rolled it up in a bun a little bit more, in an updo, that'd be cool!
I got
Wow!
fire spire.
Fire spire.
Ah,
Okay, not that, but that
It's
updo
okay if
looks
you-
really good.
Alright.
It's okay if you take the wig off.
So what's the shiny thing up top?
The
Yes.
top of the spire, you see a little, one of the ethereal orbs from earlier. It's just like floating there at the top of the spire.
It's destiny.
Des tries
Des
grab.
Punty, yeah.
Des
That's
makes an
up to scale.
attempt to grab at it.
So you swoop at it, and though you can't touch it, it seems to follow where your hand wants it to go. So you've like caught it.
Oh, wow. All right, can I roll perception?
Sorry, it floats peacefully in between your fingers.
You got a little buddy.
Crush your hand together.
No!
See what happens.
It's a death sprite.
Just like,
That is something Jaxlin would do, not Des.
touch.
I caught it.
Okay,
Wait,
so
what's that song?
Des is going to try.
No.
What?
Des is going to. Phenomena.
No, the one about the baby bumblebee.
I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Oh, my mama be so proud of me. I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee. Ow!
It stung me.
It bit me.
Squish it up, baby bumblebee. You must have any wasps.
No. I say bite because
They would bite though.
No, that's what a small child would say instead
Oh,
of stung.
yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Depends on
so
a child.
she's going to try and find more about this orb. So let's see here.
I was thinking that.
First natural one of the night.
Oh.
Good night.
Okay, so your footing up on the stones is pretty loose, and you take a couple, like, you kind of like back up a little bit, and you slip off the spire and land back first on the ground in like a cloud of dust.
Do I still have the
Wait, what are you trying
orb
to-
with me?
You see the
I hate
orb
it
at the
when I
top
fail
of the spire,
investigation and fall
and it
30
goes
feet.
Yeah, I feel like that's not
like drifts
connected
slowly
to
down and then
Okay.
rests right in front of your face.
Nabby!
Well, it distracts your attention.
Do I hear that?
Huh?
Do I hear that?
Oh no!
It sounded like a collapsing Smith.
This.
Oh my gosh, it's the fairy from Legend of Zelda.
It's Nabby.
Kill it now. It's still young.
Hi, this.
It rests right in front of your face.
Are you talking or you?
Wait, is it actually saying that?
No.
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 So let's see. Hi. Des is going to like walk around
Your
in like
pseudo dragon
in
mimics
like
the tone.
in like.
I'm Timmy.
Hi, Timmy.
And don't forget my friend.
Timmy. Hi, this my friend Timmy. Don't forget my other friend. Hi,
I'm Bob. Look at
Undertale.
Yes.
I was going to guess the furball and the roar.
Not wrong.
I wonder which one's Timmy.
I don't know.
Personality, Furbog, but
Okay.
with size, the dwarf.
I don't know.
Don't forget my friend.
Can we
Wow.
resolve the conversation
Alright,
if
so-
only so the party can get back together?
Yeah. So yeah,
Can I hear the conversation?
Des is
I'm going to
just
send
gonna kind
Bronwyn
of.
to get him.
Des is just going to kind of wander around to see if or like make like figure eights or weird patterns to see if the orb will follow her.
I'm going to send Bronwyn to get her too. So who does he find first?
Can you flip a coin?
I don't have a coin.
Coin.
80 cents.
Maybe like royalty on it?
3, 2,
Whoa!
Wait a
I'm
minute.
surprised you caught that.
I call heads.
I juggled.
You didn't say what it was.
You said flip a coin. You didn't say call it.
She called it.
I said heads.
She's heads.
Heads is who? Me or?
Tails again.
Him. You find him first.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
So-
so you make figure eights,
Whatever,
and you see it loosely follows you, but it drifts towards the door of
actual
the,
Raven.
of the
He wears an anklet.
church.
Des is going to try and
So,
is going
Bronwyn
to
is
follow
going
it
to,
into
like-
this church.
Alright, you open up the door, but right as your hand touches the doorknob,
hello.
the door opens up outwards, and you see a very, very old elf rubbing sleep from his eyes, and he's kind of like a little startled, and he's like, hello?
Did you just say something to
Hi.
me?
Say something to me.
I found this. Oh, there wasn't.
Okay, what do you want?
This
What?
orb.
And he's gonna look off to the
Gestures
side,
to the orb.
flap his wings.
This orb was
Better not be a trap.
on
What?
the top
He's
of
gonna
your
fly up.
spire.
Alright, I
And
followed
when
Russian
I
flies.
came
Okay.
down,
I managed to
it
lead me back
wanted
to wherever
go
you were at, right?
in. I'm
Okay.
just trying to figure out
Oh, thank goodness, an inn.
what it's leading me towards.
Okay, well, hello? I haven't seen you here around before.
Oh,
My name
Did
is
she arrive
Des.
as well?
Huh?
did she arrive as well?
No, she's at the church.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
at the church. You will not be deterring Des from this.
You stick your hand out, and he kind of
I
like
am
looks
Des.
at her hand, and he's like, "Hello, Des."
How
Can you
British.
tell him is your name?
My, you do have a fascination with hands, don't you?
Lick yours. Stick it in his face.
No.
You're
It's a
I'm
social
sorry. Is
experiment.
that not the custom here? My apologies.
No. I'm more curious how you got here in the first place.
There was a tunnel that we came through.
A
with
tunnel?
a statue.
This
You know the statue that we found a tunnel beneath beneath a praying statue.
Sorry, hold on. I'm in the middle of something. Yes. What? Oh, cool. Thanks, Kyra.
My head's stuck.
Sure, come by whenever you want. But we're on the top. We're on the second
Sorry, that was a
floor.
little awkward. I just pushed you to my boobs.
Okay, thanks, Kyra.
Oh, right.
No,
Yes, I know it's
just text me.
recording.
Yeah, can I edit this video?
No,
Nope.
Okay.
no.
All right.
I
What about boobs?
I don't think it has anything to do with this.
No.
What we're actually doing right now.
To the internet, we're innocent. We'll include Michelle as well.
Yeah.
What?
And Jackie, she was the victim.
It's just Claire. She's a
She held
predator.
on to me.
She flirted with a 13-year-old. So.
I would have.
I did not.
Nah. Okay. He's like, you know what? Just come inside. Just come inside and bring your companions with you. I suspect you have some companions.
Yes. So is this the point when Bronwyn shows up?
Yeah, this Bronwyn.
No.
You sound like a monkey.
Hello. Jared's going to like
Confused
going
crow.
to like stroke him and go. Can you tell the others that I think I found something?
What? What? He's gonna like point back.
Ah.
I cannot. I found something important.
Found
And they
something
need-
important.
They need to come.
And he's still pointing back.
Wait a minute, can't you technically communicate with Brahman?
He can.
Can you see what he sees?
I can. But he also can't really send me messages out past 100 feet.
Oh.
So Bronwyn is on his own intelligence trying to get her back there.
I see. Okay. Never mind.
Important!
I figured that much.
I can
But
send
bring
my
him.
little pseudo.
I am not the two or three witnesses, right?
And that thing can get someone's attention.
Okay, we'll say that Bronwyn is going to shrug and head back, but I really do want to resolve this conversation. He was telling us about demons in the past.
Yeah. Okay. So he's telling you about demons.
He said that he'd fought a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then called me a fool for not knowing.
Fool!
Yeah.
Fool of a took!
Insult the wizard.
So he's sitting there with his like 6th or 7th cup of tea,
It's never okay.
and he's like, you know, I really don't like to talk about this. And if you don't know about this, that means you're from outside. And I know somebody who you should see. Here, take this. And he hands you the demonology.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this!
Hello?
Who are you knocking at?
Don't worry, we're just leaving. And he was going to like stand up and walk to the door. He's going to open it with absolutely no communication of what's going on and say, "Hello, we were just leaving." And then he's going to walk past.
I look down at your bird, back to you. Like,
Bronwyn is going to shrug.
So Thistle takes out a backpack from his chest, and he goes over to the stove and takes the whole teapot, and he sighs, and then like dumps the whole teapot in his backpack and closes it up and puts it on. And then he walks up.
Yeah.
It's Marlin!
What?
Marlin!
Legit
From sword to stone
He
is
didn't
mine.
jump it out. He like put the whole team.
No, like exactly, but like
Sorry.
that's what Merlin
I
does.
didn't understand what you were saying.
Yes,
I thought
he
you
packs
like
up
hit
his
a
whole
zipper
entire
in his
house and
chest
puts
and
it
then
in his
opened it up and put it.
I'm sorry, I dropped my
When you
dice.
have a bag of holding, you use the bag of holding.
Uh-huh.
Inside,
Get another one.
very small. We got to make.
Imagine if
Oh,
Jackson had a bag of holding.
Turn
Do you know how many?
Jackson would hold
Yeah, so he
full
walks out of his
hostage.
house.
No, she would put so many weapons in
you
there. And be
going
like,
somewhere?
this one
I'm
and
bringing
like
you to the village, Older, because obviously you come in here with strange clothing, with
Are you kidding?
strange
I'm a Dorn
hair,
just like you.
strange accents. What?
I'm a Dorn just like you. Look at me. I am. I just.
Oh,
I have more of their
He
shots.
just bought.
oh, right.
He
You
kidnapped
come in
her.
here with strange clothing. You come in here with
Speaking of
strange
which-
accents.
I've got a child.
You're outside the door. I forgot.
Asian.
No, I'm
And he's
not.
like, and now you've
No, I
abducted
busted
No,
my
the
she
door.
daughter.
came in and like
I bust the door like hello.
Right,
he
right.
ordered her to sit on the chair and drink tea.
Right.
He's
Sorry,
really
I
aggressive
didn't
with his tea.
Right. So he kind of like takes his
say
teacup
You should
back
have a
and puts it-
corgi.
A corgi?
Yes.
You can find a corgi.
Corgi.
You can describe it as
Scared
glass.
to
So it's the
Oh.
secret glass. It's like prison.
So yeah, I've just.
I did not find a corgi.
So Thistle moves his like sort of long hair back over his forehead tiredly, and he says,
You're welcome.
"Okay, just follow me. I'll take you to the village elder."
Ah, my thanks.
It's like 3:00.
I should bring up that the dwarf and the furball are not with you guys.
Oh, I sent Bronwyn
Don't
to get
you
them
know
as
my
well.
friends?
So
Sorry?
Bronwyn is going to
This
show
guy's an
up.
elf, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't reason
I
your
mean, I
friends
don't
already
know
know
if the
what's
dwarf successfully found
Trance?
anything, but,
Yeah.
Oh.
the druid is very interested in this bird.
No,
Bronwyn is going to
don't
pull up its
know
anklet.
what you're talking about.
I like little
Buggy.
exam ears.
They're
No.
pointiest, pointy
Like
bows.
with our
Go.
first
Yeah,
Wednesday
yeah.
He's
session.
kind of unearthly beauty in his thin cheeks, but his eyes are deep, like a little bit sunken in from sorrow or
Right.
tiredness.
Finch.
Either one.
Yeah. I start walking with him. I just
My furball can talk
so,
to animals.
where do
Can he
people
talk to your
draw their
bird?
kin from?
Probably
The higher
understand
folk
what's
or the
going
wood
on.
folk?
I'm not following.
I mean, the
You consider
furball will
yourself
just
a
follow the
Are
bird
you seriously?
and drag
Are
his
you?
sister
are you messing
along
with me?
him.
No.
He doesn't know
I'm
how to
asking you
jump.
about your race. About your
Elf.
people. I asked you if you were a high elf or wood elf. You don't seem like a drow, but I mean,
A what?
drow.
It's okay.
Kind of like
He's a
you,
simple-
but darker skin.
Is his skin
Oh,
color
night
like
elf.
green or blue?
I'm a historian. I'm a historian.
Yeah.
And what you're talking about are completely ancient concepts, and I have no idea what you're doing. If you're messing with me, if you're testing me, I don't know what's happening, but
We're time
you
traveling.
need to take this
Dude.
seriously. It is in the dead of night. I am very tired. I've remembered my dead family, and I would really just like to take you to the elders and forget this all happened.
Yes, because I'm clearly being unreasonable. Let's go.
We're time
You're the
traveling.
one talking about thousands-year-old concepts.
Eve is going to like put his hand on this man's shoulder and say, "A group of people just arrived in your house in the dead of night, talking about things you haven't heard about in thousands of years, and you think we're the ones out of our depths. Maybe it is time you go to sleep.
I
Or
think
go
I
to
would love
trance.
to go to sleep.
We'll find
My
the village
civic
elder."
duty says to go to the elder, though. I swear I am much more personable when I am not tired.
Alright, then we accept your
Eve
apology.
is just going
He
to
kind of
follow
digs
them.
another teacup out of his backpack and like sips some more.
I would like to
Have some
attempt.
fireplace.
I guess
They'll
we're
wait.
I have smelling salts.
No, we do not trust Eve and his smelling
I
salts.
fetch
No
out
thanks.
a little bag of like weird herbal tea. It's like, here. Just make the migraine go away.
Okay. Kind of like sniffs it and he's like,
He looks around and is like, "Huh, the migraines are still here."
he's like, ooh, this is exotic blend. I haven't seen this one before. Thank you.
And
You're
Eve is
lucky.
going to sigh.
It's pretty cheap where I come from.
Really? This is really, really rare ingredients. It's about your turn. You what?
I mean, at this point,
Yeah,
the
Bronwyn grabbed both of them while you
Yeah.
were talking.
yeah,
Ah,
Bronwyn
okay.
grabbed us, grabbed
I'm saying Bronwyn is now leading them
Not
back to the
Dez.
temple.
grabbed
So we arrive at the
furball.
temple door. We
Yeah.
find Des. Is the village elder outside?
Yes. He's sitting on the stone steps and he's smoking a pipe.
This kind of.
Ah! No. He's got really long silver hair, but he doesn't have a beard. And he's like really rickety and old, and he's just kind of smoking it. And he's sitting next to you with.
Aaron's
Took you
very
long enough
grumpy.
to. It took you guys long enough.
By
I'm
now,
sorry, I got a child now.
It is pre-dawn.
Who would procreate with her?
I.
You think it'd take a
Did
lot
you just say
longer?
I?
Like, I dot what?
Oh.
I was about to start a sentence, but then lost the train of thought.
Eve was going to look at the village elder and we were told you could help us.
Right.
Whose child actually is
Alan
this?
Dolan, good to meet you.
Oh, Berry Blue, how are you doing, sweetie? And she's like, I'm great. This lady offered me cookies. I haven't seen
You
them yet,
did
but
what?
she's nice.
I would like to point out you said it's the crack of dawn. So that spell wears off after an hour and they know that they've been magically charmed.
Oh.
Yes, and also I
no.
used charisma, so she's not that upset because I gave her cookies.
Did you actually?
You didn't actually.
Yes,
She's
I
like-
gave her cookies.
Wait, where'd you
Okay.
get those?
She rubs her
Do you-
chin and
I
she's
have
like, you
my
know,
ways.
she kind of looks at you and she's
Magic
like, you never
cookies.
actually gave me
Now I'm trying to take a
cookies.
step back.
And she's like,
I
kissed
assumed you were about to
anyway."
knock her out.
Boom!
You like raised a fist.
She's
I
like,
holded it like this. That's not. That's
Oh, okay.
not gonna hit anything. This would hit. This is hold.
What kind of cookie
Okay.
is it?
she,
It's an almond cookie. Oh,
she kind of, she takes a cookie and she's like, you know, lady, lying is wrong, but I think you're still good anyway.
I didn't lie. I told you I'd give you cookies, and I am giving you cookies.
I feel like you've lied to me somehow.
How?
She does that. A lot.
No, she doesn't.
I am very trustworthy.
Charmed,
So
they're
trustworthy.
aggressive at you.
The
So
furball
she just
smiles
feels
at the
suspicious.
young
This
child.
one, not
You didn't
exactly.
lie. So she takes
Friends,
a
they're
cookie.
aggressive. This one, they just know.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
I got friend
furball
mixed
smiles
up.
at the young
It's
child.
okay. She's like a little bit confused, but she shakes it off and she's like,
Cookie.
okay, lady, thanks. Okay, what did you say, Michelle?
Just the furball smiles at the young child. Just very nice, jovially, like Santa Claus.
Here.
She kind of, she looks at this furbolg and she's like, oh, big fuzzy man.
Big fuzzy man.
Wanna go say hi to the big fuzzy man?
Yes, and she kind of hops down and she like runs over and like hugs your leg. And she's still 13 or so,
Uh-huh.
so she's like an older kid, but she seems really like childlike.
That would be Lucy.
Mm.
Lucy.
What?
It's a what?
I
He was
have.
taking notes.
Oh, right. So she like hugs his leg and she's like, hi, mister, you like the fuzzy bear?
Call him
This
Lucy.
He's
is
just
Lucy.
grinning broader. He thoroughly enjoys it.
Do you want big fuzzy man to pick you up?
Yes, 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 yes.
He promptly puts her on his shoulders, and keep in mind he's like
Woo!
almost 8 feet tall. This is quite
You're
tall.
so high up, mister. This is amazing.
You're so hot!
You're so
Whoa!
You're so
Gets the job done.
Blame the mushrooms.
She crunches down on the almond cookie and like gets crumbs all over you, the furbolg's face.
I don't think
It's like
he,
all mad
he's
up in his
okay.
hair.
he probably has like.
He has like leaves and sticks in his hair. I don't care.
Nice.
He calls it his flavor saver.
At this point, Lao Shan's going to turn to
Yeah.
Dead,
Yeah, we were
but-
talking to the elder.
Yeah.
Like, never
So,
really replied.
Do you know this man?
We've been talking for a little bit, but he seems to have. He seems to know. He seems to have.
I'm just
He
Yeah.
seems to know something about our coming.
That's right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my village. I'm the village elder.
And you're not at all concerned.
Shoot, I didn't write his real name down. I'm just to call me the elder.
How about we go with...
Tecumseh.
To come.
To comfy?
Tecumseh. Sure.
To comfy.
Is that a reference?
No, it's to call me. Just
No,
call.
Tecumseh.
Oh, to comfy.
Too comfy.
To comfy. To comfy.
No.
I thought it was a cool name for an elder.
I thought you were
No, I
trying
like
to say
it.
something similar to like to call me, but okay.
How about Dave?
No, when I want people to call me, I'm a little more direct.
Hey, I just met you.
Day what?
Dave
Crazy. Never remember.
Or
So
maybe...
call me now.
That is playing.
No.
No! I did not roll a 1 on purpose.
Ooh, or Leomer.
Ooh. Okay.
6. Zachariah.
I actually have a name for him.
He's not a dark elf,
I'm
so
the
he doesn't
village
need-
elder, Birch Bark.
Birch bark?
Yeah.
Professor Birch!
Well, you've met somebody named Thistleberry Blue and Birch Bark.
They're very
I have a
interesting
feeling I
names.
just stumbled into a village full of druids.
I mean, my druid is very happy right now. Hero is very happy.
Yeah?
Will her name change when she gets older?
No.
You were saying.
Right! So, you have arrived in the most hidden village in the land, inaccessible by any means. I would like to know
I was going to say.
how.
We
And
I-
strange
How?
clothes with strange accents, strange
Why do people
mannerisms.
point at you when they say strange?
I am literally the
clothes?
only one not wearing strange clothes.
Strange clothes. Sorry,
Didn't
except
say-
you. Very, very nice robe, my man.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
nice.
I would like, as I try
would
to
like
explain,
range.
I would like to range. I would like to point out, we found a statue. We found a statue of a praying woman, and it said, "For the
Chosen?
For the divine.
wait, I
I have a
have this.
photographic
For
memory.
the foretold."
For the foretold.
Yes.
What? That passage has been hidden for millennia. How did you find it?
Engraved. It wasn't hidden that well.
In the middle of a
Wow.
field. How is it
found-
not seen?
Like my
No one has entered or
how
exited
did we
this
get there?
village in 1,000 years.
It was
ever
a
Why
since
were the
the
torches
Legion
lit?
attacked.
Wait, you guys need to
I
get
don't
out
know.
more.
the orb that I found on top of your
No.
spire.
We were
The
walking,
orb that I found
and
on
we
top
were
of your
chasing the little
spire.
ball that
This
came out of my
this
wall.
one.
Oh.
It. We found a similar one.
You gestured towards something. I see nothing.
You do not see this orb?
What?
Do I see
No.
the orb?
Yeah.
Do
Alright,
all this
this-
shit?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a weird thing with us. Sometimes
Yeah,
we
I
are
wanted to
people
ask,
who we
what
aren't
is that?
supposed to be. At the same time, we are ourselves. And also we have these magic little orb things that come up randomly. And then we have the problem of no
He's
one
like,
believing
She
us.
is crazy.
I am being
No, you are not crazy. I know who you are. I know who you are. Come in the church.
Yes,
Elrin
An
is very
explanation will be in order
confused.
before I enter your church.
It's
Des walks.
come in the church.
Des walks in without
Persuasion.
question.
Elrin hesitates. Do I trust this old man?
Okay. Well, there were some entertaining pictographs and hieroglyphs in there, but I suppose I can explain it here.
Yes.
Okay. This is the Church of the Storyteller.
The story.
I am its foreseer and the village elder.
The storyteller.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Jim Henson's storyteller?
Huh?
Jim Henson's storyteller?
No.
Oh.
I've watched that though. It's amazing.
So you say you know who we are?
Yes. Have you heard of the Foretold?
Yeah, we read it on
I mean, up until like yesterday, no.
Really? How interesting. Well, so, where do I even start? You have been foretold for thousands of years to come. What I know of is, he kind of seems to think for a long time, and he's kind of really getting puzzled. And Barry Blue's like, oh, I know, the legends! The legends of those who will save us from the demon overlords, right? And Birch Bark is like, yes, those.
Des leans forward. Tell me more.
Well, who are you talking to?
Question
Who are you?
to both of them. In your legends, was it as flawless as they say?
They told of one whose hair shone bright as the sun and whose ego shone bright as the moon. Just kidding, no, I'm
Right,
messing
I
with
feel
you.
like some of you.
I have a feeling my
Hey,
ego would be a little
ego.
higher. But okay.
No, I'm just messing with you. There's no physical description of you besides this description of your spirits, your courage and your strength, and your determination. But the main
No
reason
genocide run.
why I know
It's not.
that you
The druid would physically fight you.
are the foretold is because the garb you are wearing, the accents you are speaking in, and the clothes you're wearing, except you. Your robe is very fine.
Thank you.
It's all from 1,000 years ago.
We are time travelers. Do we?
I'm thinking more Rick Van Winkle.
No.
Wait, no.
Hero time.
Excellent.
Oh my god. Most excellent.
Radical dude.
But what you speak of is the lost traces. You gesture towards something I cannot see, yet I know that you see it. The truth in your heart speaks for all.
Honestly, at this point, I'm willing to believe it's a hallucination, but if you say so.
Elrin, like,
You
kind of
must-
leans over.
you must-
Do we trust this guy? You might be a bit crazy.
You must pardon him. He is very.
Sorry.
He is very against magic. We're working on that.
Yes, I'm very against suffering,
Magic.
thank you.
Well, that's great, considering it's been gone for 1,000 years.
What you mean,
What?
like this?
We won?
You mean like this?
We won?
Des.
We did it!
Wait, no!
Guys, we did it! Well, not you guys, but my people.
Des.
Fire
I
magic.
assume there's like.
Whoosh.
I assume
Whoosh. like, oh wait, what?
Huh?
I assume
I know
there's
it's
like
repulsive,
some
isn't it?
sort of holy water like area, and so Des
I
uses
still
that.
have holy water
and,
if you need it.
You see a glass of
Manipu-
water.
Huh?
You see a glass of water.
Des uses shape water. Des uses shape water and like does
The elder is like, his
does
eyes
a little
sparkle.
show for
He's
the small
like,
child.
this is
Sparkle like an anime
incredible.
character.
This is amazing. Both of them are both of them mirror each other like.
I kind of shake my head.
A whoosh, a whoosh.
She's like,
I
whoa!
think that's good. Watch this.
Is there any plants in the vicinity?
Hit the Melee, just like we did with the
Whoosh.
arena.
She kind of like jumps up and down and claps, and she's like, "Oh my shoulder!"
No,
She jumped up and down on my
I
shoulder.
think that's cool. Look at this dude. Nebdes.
She's like, "Oh my gosh, he's so low." Ugh. Okay, sorry, I have to answer this to my mom. Hello, Mom. Hello, Mom.
They have scorpions.
Yes, I'm in the middle of something.
I can make adjustments.
You always call me on Fridays when I'm having
Oh, that's
D&D.
the show,
This is my mom. Hello.
Bye, Mom.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
You have a wonderful daughter.
Thanks.
Huh?
You should have heard her earlier.
Sorry.
Your sister's on too.
No?
Yes, she is.
No?
Yes, she is. She's on hold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Would you help her find the Rexburg for the 19th, the Express? She can't seem to find it.
It's just Salt Lake Express.
I know she can't seem to find the for Rexburg.
Excuse me.
Oh, you go, coming from?
Don't tell me.
Okay, fine, I'll help her.
Alright, come on.
Bye. Oh my gosh. Okay! Anyways,
That's fine.
yeah. She always calls me on Friday nights for some reason.
Now back to our show.
Yeah. You look like you
Back
had
to
a
our
question.
program. What?
Did the trees look 1,000 years old?
No. They look fairly ancient, but not
So this forest is probably
very.
newer than us.
No, that's not the question here. Magic has been missing for 1,000 years, and yet these houses were all grown out of trees.
This is not magic. It's just forestry.
Like,
You bend
these
a
houses
tree in
look
the
like
right
they
way
were
when it is
chopped.
young and it will grow where you want.
Okay.
Well, like the
So,
houses, like
the
our
druid
houses,
nods
trees,
approvingly.
like, they built out of tree parts.
The trees have been grown and sown in a certain way.
Oh, okay.
So
That's better.
he's like,
That is
no,
cool.
it's just forestry. Bend it, it will grow.
That's very impressive.
Thank you.
Are there
Same
any
with
noticeable
people.
plants in the area that can be
Indeed.
bent around with the druid craft, whatever that's called?
Well, you're standing in a patch of grass and weeds.
That's true. I thought you were inside though.
Plenty of
Oh,
druid
no,
craft.
you haven't gone inside yet. You're in the-
Des
I think at
Des
this point we could
said
probably go inside. If he wants to usher us in, I will follow.
He grabs a dagger and stabs you. No, just kidding.
Oh.
He's going first.
Whoa.
Oh no,
I've
Des
been
goes
I think
first.
Des would go
Ah!
Des
I
I will happily follow second.
Des walks
The
in.
sun peaks above the horizon. Yeah.
So yeah, Des has walked into the church because she feels at home there.
Nice. So you walk in and you see a very lovely sort of mosaic made of 6 figures on the wall. And they're kind of silhouetted in different fashions, and they're all wielding some sort of different magic. And then there's 6 artifacts that are sort of like scattered around the room.
Des
In the mosaic. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. No.
I was gonna be like, okay, Des attempts to find one that's attuned to her specifically. Or
Wait.
Des is going to
All
look at the
wielding a
mirror.
specific kind of magic.
Hey, did you hear that? You're
The
gonna
dwarf
have
can
magic
magic.
too.
The dwarf.
That's a
Do
good
you not see the mural?
Wait, what do I look like in the mirror? Sorry, I was caught.
The
up in
mural.
You see somebody who vaguely looks like you, who's wielding a type of magic.
Yeah, you have the wrong guy. I don't have magic. I wasn't born-
You have a shining shield.
You've got something
So it's not like
Can't even-
ethereal magic. I mean, a lot of it is. But you see that each of you is holding an artifact, and you have a shining shield. It's like radiating magic.
Use those.
I can use a shield.
Is that
Des
your
looks
position?
specifically
Yes,
for
I
her.
have no
Des
other
is going to
position.
look specifically
Do not
for her.
question the mosaic.
Wait a minute.
I will question
Shouldn't there be
mosaic all I want.
7? Shouldn't there be 7 because she has 2? And
Right,
we're
7.
missing midnight.
There's 7. I forgot. Yeah. 7! Woo! There another figure like appears, and you don't ever remember there being 6.
Oh, what are we looking for? It's not me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not
That's
fine.
fine.
Okay, good.
We need to have a serious conversation.
All right.
Des,
So,
Des is going
Would
to
you
look
like
for
to
her
describe the
figure.
mosaic, please?
Yes.
Would you like to describe the mosaic? I think everyone's kind of itching to hear.
Yeah. Okay. So on this mosaic is 7 figures, and each of them are wielding a type of magic. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. And each of them are wielding a specific type of magic, and holding. In one hand, they're like they have magic, and in the other hand, they're holding an artifact. But you're not using magic; you just have the shining shield. But
Lame.
A very serious conversation.
there's artifacts you don't recognize, and the magic appears to be of different schools. So, you said you're attuned to divination. So you're holding a crystal ball in the mosaic.
He's already found his artifact.
Okay.
He's already found his artifact. He's already found his artifact.
Not a good thing.
What is the paladin wielding?
Which one's the paladin? Right.
Des.
You. I have to
Sorry,
look
I
back
call
in my
you by your
notes.
name.
Des.
It's easy to
Sorry.
remember too. I don't know why I keep calling
Do,
you
do,
your
do,
paladin.
do, do, do. Sorry, I have to go way back in my notes.
Real quick, it's Malin, Eve, Des, and
Do you want to know his nickname or his full name?
let's have his full name.
Everness.
Everness.
Yeah, cool. He goes by Eve. You're good.
Yeah, I will refer to him as
You
Eve.
just have.
So you have a magic wand. The dwarf has a
They're
sword.
always in heavy.
The dwarf has a sword that is on fire.
Cool.
No, we'll watch.
The druid has a. Sorry. The druid has a staff with a jewel embedded in the top.
Cool.
Let's see. So you have the shield, you have the crystal ball, you have the wand, you have the staff and the sword, and you have. Sorry, hold on.
I don't know why I have Harry Potter in my head.
Because of a wand.
Because of the quote.
You have a scythe.
Where does she get the scythe?
What is her god again?
Why does she
The
get
silver
the scythe?
The god of death.
No.
That's
It's
like,
lawful good.
Lawful good. I mean, you can be a lawful good god of death. Look at Kalimdor.
It doesn't look evil and it doesn't look good. It just looks like a scythe.
Scythes look intimidatingly
It doesn't
evil.
have to be evil to be death.
Wait.
I've never seen anyone go, oh, it's a scythe, we're saved.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people go, oh, it's a scythe thrown away.
You all
Including
free?
Elijah at this point.
But you hold it high above your head,
Depends on who you're
and
asking.
it sort of protectively curls around the rest of them.
That's a big sign. It's a great big anime site.
Well, it's not really that big. I think it's artistic license.
Liberty license.
Yeah. But each of you are holding an artifact, and you see the seventh figure, who appears to be Midnight, clothed in black, holding a mask in her hand.
I don't trust her anymore.
Huh?
Like a masquerade mask thing? Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
She's
a
got
black
secret intent.
sort of mask.
Is
Huh?
it smiling or frowning?
It doesn't have a mouth. It's just the
Okay.
top half. It is masquerade. Wah. Okay. Sorry, I have to look back through my notes and
See,
write
now
down.
I have to draw the
So,
sky.
shield. What's your character's name?
My
I
character's name is
don't
Lao
trust
Shan.
Skites
Yeah.
after your campaign.
Shan.
I don't trust Skites after
You
your
have a
campaign.
magic wand, and you are made.
When did the
of
scythe come up in my campaign?
The scythe creatures, like the
Oh,
The
yeah.
the
scythe
triple
creatures,
the triple
and
scythe
then
arms.
the vision that
What's your dwarf's name?
Ceres
Elrin.
got.
Yeah.
When she touched Eliza. Was it
You've seen one more scythe.
Eve.
There's one
Oh no,
more.
you're weak.
The NPC you squared off with had a scythe.
What
A
do you
double
mean?
layered
so
scythe.
obvious.
Oh, my NPC. I completely forgot I did
What's
not
it-
square off with him.
I assume Jackson kind of squared off against anyone she saw.
No. You remember the book? Okay, you know what? I need to pull out my
I
character.
remember the book.
Yes, you remember the
I
book?
remember the book. Okay.
Sorry. I'm just taking some notes.
He's about to pick up the protagonist. Yes.
Exactly.
No. Should
What's your character's name?
Huh?
What's your character's name?
Yes.
Des, right? Okay. Alright, I've written down the notes that I need. And you see that there is an eighth figure holding a set of runestones. Yeah. So it's all mosaiced across the wall in like beautiful splashes of color, but it looks to be very, very,
I smell
very,
NPC
very
old.
old. You see that the figures don't look like you, because they're all of different races. But you know they're supposed to be you based on their attitudes and like their general lookabouts. And the elder points to the thing and he's like, the ball. That's you.
I'm not holding my ball.
Really?
Yeah, he's always carrying around the quill and the notebook.
Fine. Okay. The elder like takes your
Bouncing
bag
on your head.
and he's like, the ball.
Hey, I take that back back.
That's sketchy.
No.
Fight me.
He's like, sorry. And he hands it back.
He's
The bag
excited.
and the ball. But he's like, do you see? It's you! After all these years!
Why do I have a scythe? I use swords.
You have
I
a
switch
scythe.
you. I got a stick.
Well,
I like sticks.
I got a rock.
I have a rock.
No, that's a
I
Charlie Brown
suppose now is
reference.
a bad time to tell you that we have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't?
I, for one, never heard of this in my
I
life.
thought you would know!
No, he's clueless. He doesn't pay attention to
Do you
things.
know?
I was gonna say, I don't think any of us know. I don't think I was lying right there.
No. Remember, Des believes she's been sent here by her
Okay, all
god
but one
that
of
it's a
us.
calling.
One of us thinks that she's sent here by a god.
Well, this is the Church of the Storyteller. I wouldn't doubt it.
Wait a minute. I bet the storyteller is Wait a minute. Either guy with glasses is the storyteller, or he's the one with the
What?
runes.
Guy with glasses?
Yes, the dude with glasses from the very first session.
Who's the storyteller?
Storyteller is our deity. Watcher of all. The eye of the sun. Right?
The
Oh,
eye of the
Lord,
sun.
you're right.
Right.
Does
You're
Set,
right.
The
does
eye
Set,
of the sun.
does
The
Set,
The eye of the sun.
Yes.
does
His
Set,
eyes are like suns. Correct.
does
Yes.
That's a weird way to interpret it, but yes.
does
It's the guy.
does
Yeah,
said storyteller wear
You for
glasses?
stuff.
You know, like
Nah.
things.
He does. He does. He does. He's got blinding eyes.
There was
He's got blindy eyes.
like a Blues Brothers
His
guy,
eyes,
but
literally the sun that
in
watches
white
upon the
clothing.
land.
And
I don't know where you bring those interpretations, but I
Those are
suppose
sarcastic.
that's correct.
And like had us trapped in this weird room in the middle of space.
We got brought
I'd
here.
say that's
I
heresy,
actually forgot a lot
but
about what happened in that session.
No,
I'll
we're
hold my
brought-
tongue for that sake.
You know us not to be from this land. We do not
No.
know anything about your culture because we did not come from this world.
We found clothes.
Luckily.
Yeah,
That would have been awkward.
Yes, we don't lose clothes here.
not yet.
I'm not going to entertain that.
We're not
but,
Satanists.
So
No.
kind of
Sorry,
looking up
that's
the
out of
runes
that's
again.
out of context. No.
So this storyteller, did he ever tell anything about us showing up at this exact location in this exact moment?
No, but in the 1,000 years since the great demonic calamity, the rise of the great evil ones, and the enslavement of most races to the demon lords, and the stealing of magic away in these artifacts.
How did this happen? How did the demon lords get a grip on the physical plane?
Well, you see, it is
Because he's the
quite
Melon
a long story. It started out, and Thistle pipes up, because he's here too. I'm here too. As he sips another cup of tea, tired eyes, and he's like, "Please,
If
village
you
elder."
want to trance, I'm sure you can.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Elves don't sleep, they
They
trance.
trance for 4 hours every night.
Yeah, they meditate.
Oh, this is in character. I don't know what you're talking about, but
I kind of like yank on his ears a little bit. Like,
Well, yeah,
Ow.
magic's been sealed away,
Okay,
so.
so-
Since when do elves sleep?
right, historian, access those quiz things. You went to university for this, right. So elves,
Bush
as
around
you
here
meant,
somewhere, huh?
used to be the most attuned to magical forces in the old times.
I know.
But they used to rely on the weave itself for sustenance and
The weave.
energy. The weave. The very source of all magic in the world that has been sealed away for 1,000 years.
Where is it sealed away?
In these
No.
artifacts.
No.
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 No, you stay right
You
there.
see, it is because of the sealing away of these magical artifacts that the demons even had a chance to invade. But let me start
So you're
with
saying
Nat
these
20, I
artifacts-
restrain him.
you
I'm
do.
not doing anything.
Nat 20, I restrain you.
All
You're
right.
not even. Okay, usually.
You get a hug.
You go flying across the room and you pin him against the ground. And then, like, your pseudo
have 5
dragon
minutes to
crawls
go.
out of your sleeve and he goes
4,
right in his face.
3, 2.
Thistle's like,
Jackie.
I'm listening.
he throws a teacup at your head and it shatters against your back.
I don't care.
Well,
No! That was perfectly good tea!
there was no tea in that, don't
Oh,
worry.
okay, never mind.
Drops.
I know,
Do you,
right?
like, let me go?
Well, crazy fire girl, like, doesn't.
I know exactly what you're thinking, and if you do that, I will slay you.
There's nothing
So-
around here that I can do at that moment unless I decide to take a swing at his orbit. I'm not going
Please
to.
do not.
Right. So, they used
Now
to
let me get
rely on the weave itself until it was sealed away, giving access to the evil one to enter our plane.
So these artifacts were responsible for him even getting here in the first place.
No.
I thought you said that. Sorry.
Well,
How did he get here?
Let's
hold on.
continue his story, start
Whoa.
to finish, and save questions until the end.
Yes, please.
I shush everybody so they
Okay.
can speak.
This is Thistle, by
This
the
is
way.
the
It's not
first.
me. I don't care for that.
That's funny, shush.
You went. And
She
it's
is an
just
omnipresent
quiet.
shush.
You hear it rattle in your minds. And the village elder, Berry Blue, has fallen asleep at this point, like up against the wall. But he's like, right, where should I even begin? 1,000 years of history. Okay, so, I'm not quite sure how they came. We just know that one day they attacked. They slew millions and millions and millions. They entered our plane, and the great evil one, this Tarask, did you say? We do not have a name for
If I don't have a name for it either, but I'm sure they told me at some point.
I was not there.
we don't have a name for it, but you guys have done better than I suppose. But
You probably know what a Trask is. Yeah.
I know what a Trask is. I have 18 intelligence.
Yeah, he knows what a Trask is.
I know everything.
I know everything except how to be nice. But anyways.
This is the nicest guy.
I'm not really making, no.
Well,
I meant
actually,
your
no. I
character.
think the giant is probably nice as well.
Sorry.
You're a close second.
I didn't mean to make fun of you.
It's okay.
Your
Let's get
face
this
says
started.
otherwise. Your entire face.
I'm in character.
Okay, your face in character. Okay, I'm sorry. No,
My face is in character.
Okay, so lost to time bits. We don't know how the demons came into the world. We just know the massive devastation that happened within. We know somebody sealed away magic at some time.
You're welcome.
No. Please stop with these insensitivities. Or I'm at my almost limit. So,
Don't worry, I'll smack him.
magic sealed away. The protective forces around this plane dissolved, and in an instant, they came. They invaded, and they killed millions, thanks to the sealing away of the magic. So thank you.
You're being targeted.
So it actually was my people?
What?
The organization I work for. We actually threw magic out of this plane.
I don't know who did it. We just know somebody sealed it away. Somebody drove magic out of the land, thinking it'd be better for all, but they could not possibly have seen the circumstances and the consequences. But, anyways, he's kind of having trouble focusing. He kind of shakes his head, and he's like, with that first invasion, the fall of civilization as we knew it started, the world has never truly recovered since that attack. The great evil one slaughtered countless millions, countless cities gone in an instant, vaporized before even heist. Their ruins still lie scattered across the lands.
Wait.
My
The With the nearest ruin, where are the nearest ruins? I think we
Wait.
saw them.
I would know. I've never
Let's
been out of
finish
this
the story
valley.
first.
You see, the reasons why we don't leave this valley is those demons continue to roam the lands. They prey upon any they find, and any they encounter, they attack and they kill.
What years?
Years.
Well, I mean, we count the years since the demon attack, so 1002-ish?
Guys, we're late.
Just a little bit, yeah.
We missed the anniversary.
Darn. Oh well.
So,
Did you have a question?
you can see why this weighs so heavily on my mind and why I was so disturbed when you mentioned it.
Mention what?
It was a great calamity, yes, but the thing that I hate the most is those who dare leave the valley never come back.
Are dragons still here?
Dragons.
Yes. Are dragons
Dragons
still
are
existent?
dragons are magical creatures. They're
Are
not gonna-
dragons
They-
still existent?
Are they magic? I thought they were just really powerful.
I have never seen one, but I hear rumors they are around. Although
They're
they have
dragons.
lost their
They're
power,
dragons.
they have been reduced to mere beasts in most people's eyes.
Mm.
They
Let me
have
find the person who's done this, and I will end them.
society.
Calm.
I will end society.
Let's take turns with our questions.
Actually, are you done with the story, or is there anything else?
Let me see. There's a lot of history to cover. 1,000 years of calamity, death, and destruction to the hands of the demon lords.
Sounds like he's on a shopping list.
Well, you know, this is like what's 1,000 years away from 1,000? People being driven out of Wales, the conquering of England. That's how relevant it is. Except, it's like if those English invaders still captured and killed people today.
Yeah. Okay.
But so you see how the past isn't really like emotionally charged, but the current events is. And he's like, demons. My family had a wanderlust instilled from us from our elven, not from our elven ancestors, but from our human ancestors. They fared a little bit more on the human side, and they left and they never came back. So
Where did they go?
I don't want to think about
The druid's face is just lit with empathy.
it.
Okay. Who stole the items and sealed the weave?
We don't know.
Okay.
Very
Do you know where
helpful.
we should go next?
You should ask 1,000 years ago.
Well, you know where these artifacts are.
Actually,
Yeah.
give me 3 levels.
Clearly.
And level up. Go fight a dragon. Go fight the Trask and level up, please. I need to know.
Gonna need
There's
to
one
be-
dragon around here, and I don't think you want me fighting him.
I am a dragon.
There's
So.
2 dragons.
Well, anyways, the village elder kind of like pipes up at this point, and he's like, I don't know how you do it, but you draw upon some power to continue with your magical spell casting, except you. I don't know.
It's called Chi.
Right, gee. Okay.
More notes.
So, I don't know how you do it, but this is your quest if you're gonna take it to restore magic to the world or to seal it. I don't know what'll. I mean, we've already had 1,000 years of it, but we're not faring so well. Yes,
Did somebody write this prophecy down somewhere?
it's been told between generations of priests of peoples.
Goody.
It's legends among
Is
us.
it scripture?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but not official.
More
It's-
scribbles.
I mean, we do have our official canon, but this is more of
I've
like.
never heard a church say canon.
Really?
Have you
It's
not?
canonical Catholicism.
Okay.
No, I mean that's what they say.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I do now.
Oh.
Alright.
Have
So
they-
you asked, huh?
They needed it first. I'll rant if I do it now.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
we need it first.
Need what?
Do you know where to go next?
Need what first?
They need the answering first before I rant.
Okay.
Yeah, we honestly sound like the best thing to do is look for these artifacts. Do you have any possible leads on them?
Any
I
legends?
No. The legends tell of a brave 7 who will come across the land and restore our world back to peace and safety, however that may be. And not much else. This is still the elder talking. A lot of it has been lost to pain, to cutting out bits, and then replacing others because they say they're all men. Next, they're like all women, and
Then how do we know if this is actually a real thing?
because you have that, the crystal ball, divination spellkeeper.
Alright.
Looks like the best thing to do is use that.
So you must
Have
find these 7.
Have you heard tale of a silver dragon?
A silver dragon.
A silver dragon.
Oh, I love silver driving.
2 silver dragons to be exact.
I don't know. Nobody has seen a dragon in generations. They still rumored to be around, but I have not seen them.
I need to find them.
And I need to level up.
Okay.
Help me all.
There's 6 spells I need.
All we know, and he points to the mosaic, from what we know, we keep our hope for you. Because I know. With your ball. With your crystal ball. Don't you say it. With your crystal ball. Sorry, I thought you were going to say it.
No. I yawned.
Oh, good.
Is it
With your crystal ball, it shall show you the way to the others.
I lost my shoe. You haven't gotten there yet.
No. Sorry.
Okay.
Do you continue?
So you see, the sun is above the horizon now, and the sunlight kind of streams through the windows, and it kind of lights upon all of your faces, and you kind of feel a strange sensation.
Pull my hood up.
You kind of like touch my face. Like,
You say you're not an edgelord?
He's having an intense day.
You kind of look down, and you see those same silver cords
you forgot about a dragon.
attached to your figures on the mosaics.
Silver cords.
The one that like was attached to our hearts.
When was this?
The first scan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
that's-
wasn't there. He just has a silver cord sticking out of his
Oh,
chest.
hey, nice.
You can
Write
just
notes
throw it.
on that.
You try
wait,
to write
can I-
on the cord and just.
Scratchy, scratchy.
Can you interact with these at all? Like, can I grab it?
I don't know if you can see it.
You see it like a thin, almost invisible silver cord going from your heart
Spider?
to the mosaic. And you pass your hand in front of it and
What happens?
nothing happens.
Spider.
But you think about it and the cord kind of like wavers a little bit in whichever direction you think. hardest stuff.
I guess I will walk towards the mosaic.
Oh, right, it's only the second floor. I saw a basketball.
Whoa!
You walk towards the mosaic, and you see your figure in a defensive stance and outlined in black and sort of with this ancient clothing, holding this shining shield.
What color is my wand?
Nothing happens to the thingy though.
Huh?
Nothing happens to the coin. There it goes.
Oh.
Well, that didn't break. That'd be really embarrassing.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
on camera.
They have a sense
Real
of humor.
mature.
Okay.
Oh, they
It
do
was an
it.
accident.
Definitely.
I'm not going to say they're doing it on purpose.
What did you say?
If it happens
Oh,
again.
no, I just asked if anything happened to the coin.
Jackson.
The cord?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it grows a little bit stronger as you think more of it. So you go in between feeling it very strongly to feeling it not so strongly, kind of like in waves. And when you look on the shield and you look at your mosaic face, you are just kind of like drawn to it.
I'm going to step away.
You step away from it and your vision of your cord kind of like fades away too.
Elrin grins almost too excitedly and points to the sword. Where can I get that?
You will have to find it! We don't know where they've gone.
Miss
They've
Watson,
been lost.
you look like you had a lot of questions.
My mother is missing.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
lose
fine.
hope.
Oh, right, your mother's still a dragon. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Don't lose hope.
I need to find them. My kinsman needs me.
Well, I mean,
You've had an interesting past.
by this
Aren't we
time,
all?
No.
Yeah.
if
Oh.
my speculations are correct about from the
Have we all?
past,
No.
dragons only live
Okay,
about
well,
1,500
congratulations.
years.
Sorry, what was that again? Dragons
Her
all live
mom's
everywhere?
dead.
Oh.
1,500 years.
Yeah,
It's
but
been 1,000 years since the
and there was an
calamity.
adult dragon.
And we don't know how long it's been since. How long?
How long it was
that
before the
Dragons
1,000 years
live-
passed.
live
My
They're
brother
now.
could be
ageless.
dead.
They're ageless? Oh, they're
Yeah,
like
what?
immortal?
My
But
brother could be dead.
That being said, like,
I'm
any
sure that could
rules
be.
we know
I'm
get
sorry.
suspended if she has the world.
That's
I
right.
don't know.
I mean, it's the DM.
Okay.
That's
Nope, and there's also information you don't know.
I have some questions, Elder.
Yeah?
What's everything I don't know?
No.
Alright.
Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to find it out yourself.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as chi works, I'm good. I guess now would be a good time to first take a look at that orb of yours.
Do you three have anything you want to do?
I mean, Elrin's just excitedly wanting to get going after that sword. She's like, I want this. And the druid is just like almost to tears. He's very empathetic for these people.
Oh,
He's
man.
like, your past is so sad.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, I want to know how everyone's reacting.
My hair
Well,
turns
you-
an ashy
All of
gray
us.
color and goes down.
Yeah. You are
Oh.
devastated.
Then you.
And me. I honestly, there's a big faithless kind of look at me right now. It's like, yeah, no, I don't use a magic shield.
And you.
Oh, I'm sitting
How
on
is
some pencils.
Jackson reacting right now?
Not Jackson, Dez.
Des, that's what I meant.
So Dez is going to intently try and like study this mosaic even more, cause
Is Des upon on destiny?
huh?
Is Des upon on destiny?
No.
Okay.
What's
No.
Dez's full name? Or is it just Dez?
It's just Dez.
Okay, just Dez.
It's spelled D-E-S.
Des tiny. She's small.
No, it's Dez. I got it. It's
No, I get it, Des Tiny.
What was it called?
It's the first three letters of Jackson's last name.
Okay.
If you know
Yeah,
what
I know.
that is.
Okay,
I
cool.
think Des tiny works better.
No, it's Dusty Hell. It's in reference to Dusty Hell.
Yes.
It's canon, by the way.
Okay.
Alright.
But about that, dragons
Spaceships.
reach adult,
Oh.
was it like 200 or years or so? Yeah, 200
It
years to
depends on
adulthood,
the
I'll
800
say it's whatever you
years.
want at this point. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done a lot of studying up, and I'm not sure about it, but I know that they're considered elders if they live past 800.
Gold dragons live longer than, like, everything.
Yeah.
Is it only gold dragons? Or are those the ones that are immortal?
I think that all of... No, they're not all ageless, or Draco Liches wouldn't be a thing.
I thought Draco Liches was like a...
A
No,
Dracolich
they
is-
do
What have to
eventually
do with-
age and die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a Dracolich is also like. It's not like a zombie dragon. It's like somebody.
It's
a
like,
lich.
It's a lich dragon.
Yeah.
It's the dragon is alive, then it has its heart cut out, and then it has some black magic done, and it's a lich. So
Yeah.
it has to be alive for that to happen.
And
so.
voluntary,
And voluntary, yes.
which is intimidating.
Ooh. Yeah, sure, go ahead and cut my heart out.
Might as well.
I feel like there's a Mei Lin joke to be made there. Okay.
I am sure your parents are not Draco Liches,
Eve is going to
even though I don't know
pull
what those are.
up his rock.
They're awesome.
There we go.
So
Well,
it
or-
is very fiercely glowing. And the elder can see it, and he's like,
Is it really that small?
whoa.
I thought it was like Dragon
If
Ball
you
size.
can see through
Oh, how
that
big is it?
stone.
It is about this big, like both of your hands.
It's like an
Yeah.
Okay, so like halfway between ours.
Cool.
I assumed like between two fingers he was like bowling ball.
No.
It doesn't make you Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Regular Dragon
it's
Ball, yeah.
holdable.
Okay.
It's like hands. It's like
And like I
bigger
should-
softball. It's like a softball between a softball
Okay.
and baseball, but it's very light.
Well,
So by this time, Berry Blue has awoken a little bit, and she kind of scoots close to you and puts a hand on her shoulder and falls asleep on your
I
shoulder.
thought she was she
This
was.
is on me.
Yeah, she's on the.
No, I
football.
said she had fallen asleep against the wall.
Mm.
She had did a piggyback on the fur ball. Remember? And she
But
You know, just put
hopped
her
down.
down. Put her down eventually.
Yeah. So
Although
she
you wouldn't be
switched
you
over to
wouldn't
you
be
and
against,
falls
like-
asleep on your shoulder.
You wouldn't be against holding a child on your shoulders all night.
just keep
Mailing does
it.
not move.
Oops, sorry.
so yeah. We I guess I think we're all like looking at the orb right now, right?
No.
Yo,
Not all of us.
Des
Thank
is
you.
studying the freaking mosaic. Thank you.
I'm
Oh.
looking blankly into
I'm interested in like
All right.
exploring now.
Eve is going to whisper a few words, and the marks on his arms are going to like float off,
Nice.
glowing blue again, and stick themselves to the page. He connects a few lines, and he's drawn a perfect like representation of the mural.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's probably time for us to go.
All right.
Do you
But
do
go where?
you dare break Des from her intense study?
I mean, he has
Actually,
a copy
I
of
can.
it.
I guess I'll walk up to Des and I'll just be like, so
What's
Just
your
pick her
passive
up, she's
perception,
small
by the
enough.
way?
15.
16
See shadow out of the
and
corner of your eye.
13.
11.
Oh,
Oh no!
do I?
No.
yeah.
Oh.
Des.
Hero will whip around to
Does this mean
the
anything?
shadow.
Well,
You.
What was that?
You see a dark corner of the church. It's not lit by the sun.
What's over there?
well,
in
none
the
of the
corner?
rest of us see it.
You all. So when you whip around, everybody else kind of follows their gaze,
Not me.
and you
Oof.
see a very shadowy corner.
Des
That's a disturbing.
Des
corner.
clutches.
It's a shadowy place.
Des clutches her.
You see.
Clasps her holy symbol.
All right. So you see.
The power
At one
of Christ compels you.
Eve is going to whisper to Longshan.
Lashan.
Laoshan.
Des
Lock the door.
I just changed my name.
It's okay.
Des has one
Lock the
hand
door.
on
Lock
her
the door.
sword and one hand on her
What?
holy
Why?
symbol. There we go.
If it runs, it's got to go there.
What it?
So
I look into the corner. Do I see anything in the corner?
you look in the corner, and you see, like, the glinting of something hidden there.
I will like slowly like back away towards the door.
All right.
Des is going to approach cautiously.
I'm
With-
going to mage hand forward.
So the village elder is kind of like, what?
Trust us, we're professionals.
No, we're not.
He is.
She doesn't know that.
I
Yeah.
fully accept that he is a professional.
Okay, so you said the dwarf sees.
The furball sees. The dwarf has a passive perception of 13.
Right, sorry, the furbolg.
Mhm.
So the furbolg kind of looks closely and sees that strange glint again, and then there is a flash, not like a flash, but like a flash of movement, and then suddenly it's on top of you and has pushed you to the ground.
Me?
Yeah,
What
as you approached.
is it?
Des is
Oh.
Des is going to.
Initiative roll, everyone.
Yeah!
Can we see it though?
Wait,
Just
this
jumped
is.
on her.
I know, but like,
6. You see
I don't know what it is.
a shadowy pair of very torn and sort of ethereal bat wings.
I don't know if we're gonna
Wonder.
need all of us to go after whatever this is.
Do I recognize it?
Arcana?
Do the dwarf and the furball just have the same initiative roll?
That's a bad dice.
Oh, yeah.
Go to 2.
Yeah, same initiative.
Okay, that would be.
Oh no,
a
you're too
19.
distraught.
Oh
Oh
no. The match actually. I'm not moving.
She rolled a 1.
Oh.
I'm not
Let's
moving.
see, I might get worse.
19!
You rolled a 19.
Wait.
What?
19
18
plus.
18.
Dirty 19.
Dirty
19.
21!
For
That's a
Initiative.
very dirty
initiative. So you managed to take out your sword.
Oh, yeah, it's a great sword. It's like whoosh.
Okay, so by the time you've landed on the ground with like an oof, you see this like snarling face, and you see it's a shadow demon.
21. Ah!
Shadow demon.
What?
More dark spirits.
It hisses at you, and then with the swing of your sword, you can make an attack.
Awesome.
As a
Are
surprise.
all of us in there?
No, because she rolled above a 21.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, like, do we need everybody to go after
Oh,
this
yeah.
demon? I don't know
May I
how
borrow?
powerful it is.
I didn't actually roll initiative.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
CR5.
Oh boy.
So, I'm going to use a lucky point.
Wait a minute.
Dang, I think
15.
Lex is close.
25 to hit.
Really? Let me pull up the stat sheet, but that definitely hits.
That hits.
Unless it's got like. Actually, no, I don't think anything in the monster manual has an IC higher than 25.
Yeah.
Tarasques have 25 on the dot.
Really?
Wow.
I thought it was like.
Alright, so you know what a shadow demon is.
I know exactly what a shadow demon is.
Nice. Wait, let me double check the
25
CR.
to hit.
Oh, you're lucky. Challenge rating 4, not 5.
Yeah. There's only one of it, and there's 4 of us. Yeah, which will take everything down pretty easily.
Well, it's calculated on a whole party.
Alright, here we
not
go.
on one person.
We're gonna see how
A
much.
party full of level
Ah,
4
dang it.
adventurers can take this guy down. Equally. What?
I just realized that I don't have Jaxlin's ability to reroll 1s and 2s.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww.
Wait, you get that at level 2.
What do you have?
For what? For paladins?
Yeah, fighting style.
Yeah,
You
you
have
can
that.
have that. Or you can have defense or something else. if
Don't
you
do
want.
defense, you're a paladin.
Yeah.
And my dwarf is defense, so.
Okay.
Okay, reroll that.
I'm gonna lounge on the ground.
15
Depression
damage.
round.
Very successful paladin
15?
with defense.
15 damage.
So you take your sword
Keep
out.
in mind it has resistance.
I know.
Yeah.
Hold on. I do hours of studying
Ah,
beforehand.
there you go.
But, okay.
Why?
So, you...
Why? Why just stick that in my butt? Your butt.
I've done worse to my brother. I stuck a grape on a pencil and then jammed it down. He yanked out the pencil and still had the grape.
On that note, what happens?
So, you yank out your great sword, and as you fall to the ground, right, you jam it upwards before the demon's on top of you, and it slices right through the middle of the demon's chest. And it, like, kind of, like, stands there for a second, and then it grins, and then just, like, moves out of the way in a shadowy way. It only
That's
takes a few
very-
points of damage.
Excuse you,
Hurt
demon.
her?
Demon?
It turns into
Demon.
a sort of
You got the
smoky,
demon.
like, shadowy figure, and it lightning
Demon?
fast darts across
What you
the
got,
room.
my demon?
Okay.
Demon?
Demon!
Back my demon?
Actually, if it gets away from her, you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, yes I
Yeah.
do.
Swing again!
Duh!
Are you still prone?
Yeah.
That's a good
That's
point.
a 12 to hit. No? Yeah, I didn't think so.
You kind of like flop to the side to get back onto your bearings.
What is with all the touching?
I'm hugging.
That's not a
That's
You're
not a hug. That's
I'm
a pat.
comforting.
That's a pat.
Pat, pat, pat.
He touches
pat,
you as
pat.
much as he touches everybody else. Just to be.
I touch everyone.
No, wait. No! It's just love languages!
No, it's okay.
You okay down there?
I
You
died.
don't like touch someone?
No.
Yeah.
That's my love language is touch. It's been a pain in my rear end because a certain somebody doesn't do that. And so I sit there.
So
Yeah.
these guys like
I could give you hugs and you want hugs. It's just
They
not
resist everything.
Just everything.
Her
Yeah.
love language is food, mine's
Like-
touch.
What about wait, radiant
So
damage?
service or gift?
Radiant, they're vulnerable.
Hers is food.
Paladin.
Food.
You got smite, right?
I'm getting or
Yeah,
giving
but
food.
we have to say
Oh,
it
so
on
it's
our turn.
gifts. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who's next on initiative?
Yeah.
Talking as a free
Sorry, this
Not me.
it's not any concrete things, but who's next? You, I think you rolled a 19.
Dirty 19, yeah.
Right.
For the dwarf and the.
You're just on the ground. You couldn't care less. You're devastated.
We could use your damage.
Alright,
though.
I'm gonna do this because I haven't done this
Think of
yet.
something
It doesn't
Hero
resist
is
force.
going
You need to
to
die.
turn
You need to
into
die.
Okay.
Okay, we will.
I'm
I
trying
like
to
you,
think.
but okay.
I've got my next one.
What do these guys have resistance to? Do they have resistance to
Yeah,
poison?
Everything.
Can
But
you
unless
roll
you would
an
know.
Arcana check?
No, it's
Are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
I'm
Okay.
Arcana.
You may ask,
I'll yell
I'm
stuff on my turn.
but
Arcana.
you won't know until next turn.
I'm Arcana.
You have Arcana?
Okay, well,
Yes, I am Arcana.
He's going to turn into a giant spider.
Nice.
Hey!
So the village elder is
I mean, not
kind
shining
of like
pulse,
in
but
the
not-
corner
Arcana. I
now.
got a dirty 20.
For Arcana?
Yes.
Okay, you know from your intricate knowledge of fiends that they are they're resistant to acid, fire, necrotic thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-natural attacks.
This is why I turned into a spider, people.
Oh my gosh, I am so going to be using my magic.
But
Like,
they are immune to cold, lightning, and poison.
So they are not immune
And they are
to
vulnerable.
water attacks.
They are
Water
vulnerable
doesn't
to
deal
light. Radiant.
at best, it's deal bludgeoning damage.
You underestimate.
That's okay. I won't use my poison.
I
because I
have-
don't have to.
Because they're
I have
immune
two
to poison
ways that I
damage.
can use.
Yeah. He's not going to do much fighting anyway.
That's
So he
bludgeoning
turns into a
damage.
spider. And
You guys
That's
don't-
bludgeoning
tries
damage,
to
You
but-
don't.
training web.
Technically, it wouldn't resist.
You don't know
I
this
don't know.
though.
The
The only person who knows is
Well, I
me,
mean,
and I have not
uh,
told anybody.
I know.
That's the demon.
Non-magical bludgeoning.
Alright.
Wizard.
Oh.
So all of a sudden you roll over and you tell her all the things you know intricately about this demon.
It's just like
It's my choice. I'm the adventurer. I choose whether I want to or not, and I'm gonna get butt about it because you told me I had to.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna try.
Well, you rolled Arcana,
Yes.
and she asked.
And I don't have to say anything.
She doesn't have to. She can be a butt. He doesn't know that he doesn't. That he.
I am
he
the
doesn't.
rest.
I'll
You are
answer,
allowed
but it
to
has
do
to
that.
be my turn.
Okay, so I assumed you were talking to him. In that case, you have no idea.
Oh, he still turns into a spider and tries to shoot it with his.
Sorry, I made
training,
assumptions.
With his butt webs.
Pretty
My
much.
With his
favorite
butt
is
rope.
not
That's a legitimate
very
option.
Happy.
Butt
It is a
rope.
legitimate option.
Butt
Oh,
rope.
really?
So he's
Yeah,
going.
she's not happy at all, so she's like, haha, I'm not gonna help anyone.
Okay, so he's gonna try and restrain it with his webs.
Do you
Alright,
have
It's a
illusion?
ranged attack. How close is this
I
thing?
get so few cantrips, it's not fun.
It
was it
is
called?
about 10
Oh,
feet
no
away.
way.
Okay, he can definitely hit that.
'Cause you are class-
Doing the.
Actually, I think
I don't
Sorcerers
know
get
what the.
Six. I'm thinking of sorcerer then. Not the sorcerers. Sorry, what?
I don't actually remember.
That's not it. Look,
Ray,
I
do
made
you
it in
know
my head.
if for the restraining webs, do they have to beat something in specific, or do
It's
I
a DC.
do an attack? So it's a DC.
It's just through their
Here, I'll
armor
look up
class.
giant spider for you real quick.
I do it through armor class.
Yeah, the
You
You know
web,
She has her giant
For
spider.
for
Web attack?
grappling? Or for
Your,
Web
restraining?
attack is
web
a-
attack.
yeah, it's
It
a plus.
depends on
It goes
if it's
against
an
their
attack. It depends on if it's an attack or a skill.
Okay.
But if you're attacking, I usually go for armor class.
No, I mean the web anyways is it goes
Which
against
is
armor class,
basically,
so
I just set the
plus
DC at
5.
whatever their armor class is,
that would
basically.
hit.
So how does this work? I've never used this particular type of weapon before.
Roll a d20.
Roll
Yep.
a 20. Okay.
It has to pass. It has to pass a check.
Okay, that would be a nat 20 plus 5.
Okay,
What?
yeah. it hits.
Yeah!
Whoa. Okay, so you
Not bad.
expertly shoot this web that like balloons in the air and wraps up the demon in an instant and
Okay.
just covers him head to toe, and he's taken off guard and falls to the ground.
Okay.
He's prone!
Yeah.
And the dwarf will jump onto the spider.
Yes! We've been wanting to do this.
All right, the dwarf is
Do I
now
have to
ready.
do any specific rules or anything to make
No.
the spider understand the...
You're proficient in animal handling.
Yeah, I
right?
am. I
Yeah.
am. I made sure that they were.
Yeah, so
Got
you
it.
just hop on. You're on there now.
Cool.
But when like this, the furbolg acts as a mount,
Yeah.
and so he just follows wherever the dwarf wants to go,
Mhm.
basically.
I mean, the sentient mounts can do whatever they want.
Yeah, but he just follows.
He's not really going to be doing much attacking.
Yeah.
That's mostly just special hit points. And the dwarf is going to be doing most
Ooh,
of the
turn it
attacking.
up. Alright. So the dwarf is now on, and she
Yes.
has... That was an action, so you have a movement left.
Alright.
Which is just tied to the...
Yeah, the
Furbolg.
speed of the Furbolg. So we'll move up to the restrained. We'll move to the restrained demon. Will be like 5 feet away from it, and she will swing down with her warhammer.
Nice.
Another nat 20. This dice likes me.
Really?
Nat 20 plus 5.
That's awesome. Alright, so with the flaming righteous rage on your face, you raise your warhammer above your head, and for an instant it shines like the sun. And it
Did you have
sparkles.
resistance against bludgeoning? What does that
Yeah.
do?
Half damage.
Yeah.
So do I just roll 1 dice then? Because
But-
no.
You roll whole damage.
But, hold on. Your warhammer shines with light for a mere second. And you
Ooh.
slam it down into his face, and there's a flash.
Ooh!
And then you hear a squeal as its face is flattened underneath the hammer.
Oh. Did it just get KO'd?
Go ahead.
I roll 2d8.
No.
I was
2d8.
gonna say
Yeah.
no damage. Yeah.
It takes full damage.
Okay, that would be 5. That wasn't much damage, but whatever.
Okay, you lift the warhammer off its face, and it's got like hilarious like indentation, and it's still disoriented.
Actually, is there like a damage type like isn't there a plus something, or is that different?
It's plus your strength modifier.
Plus my strength modifier. Okay.
Also,
so,
why did you roll 2d8s?
critical hit, 20.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
This thing is immune to everything I can do.
So do
What can
I,
you do?
because I got a critical hit, do I add the
got
strength
everything
modifier
you
to
do.
2?
Yeah, it doesn't mean
So
everything.
to both?
Wait, does it resist necrotic damage?
That's
to the
just
1.
for when
The
you do
best
the
damage I
initial
can do is
roll to
magic
see if you
missile
get through or
to
not.
waste
Okay.
slot.
Because it was a 20, it damage
I mean, I don't think
damage
double
is
we're
doubled.
damage.
today. Makes me better.
Yeah.
But I know like for like
I know,
damage
that's
type,
metagaming.
sometimes
That's
it's been like
metagaming right there,
1d8
but-
plus something.
If you were doing your warhammer that is strength, then you would add it to the initial roll, not the damage.
Okay.
I appreciate this.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
Where
done.
we at?
I did 5 points of damage.
Actually,
All right.
no, I
So
don't-
who's
I'll
next?
say
I think Jackie, or was it you?
No, I went
15.
first.
Right.
I also went 15.
And I'm not
You
talking-
both have
What's
15.
your score?
Do rock paper
Plus
scissors.
I'm not talking
We have
about the
the same
attack
dexterity
bonus. I'm
score.
talking
Alright,
about the
cool.
damage type.
Roll.
Just
down.
go ahead.
Okay, I go.
Oh.
I'm
He
good.
like holds out his hand. And he's like rock paper scissors, and you're like,
You auto win.
Reject.
oh no, I have chosen
All right.
dynamite.
So, okay. The sun is already in the sky now, right? Yeah, I think it's like sunlight. I'm going to take some darts, throw them at windows, and let as much sunlight in here as possible.
All right.
Yeah.
What would that be? Dexterity, please. Roll.
Pretty
That's
dope.
an attack roll. I'm
Just
throwing,
Well,
a,
you're not attacking. You're more.
I'm throwing a dart at a window. That's an attack roll.
That's not an attack roll.
Yes, it is.
That's a skill roll. What if you're throwing a dart at a dartboard? That's
That's
a
an
skill.
attack roll.
That's a
I'm-
skill.
No, it's not.
She's the DM. Do not argue with the DM.
Okay, you shatter the window's armor.
I still have to roll for it either way.
Just the Howard.
Alright, cool. That's gonna be a 23.
Really?
It's saving throw then, I imagine?
No, not a saving throw.
Oh, by the way, the
Darn.
AC saving throw for
21.
the
Hold on.
thing to get out is a 12, so you have to beat 12 strength.
For the
You're gonna think
web?
This is hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has incorporeal movement.
Ah, fetch.
Yeah.
So you throw the darts through the windows and they shatter like
Glass.
dragging through the windows in Shrek the First. So everywhere. And it lets sunlight streaming through in squares across the floor of the church.
Okay.
Now it is your turn.
I'm going to move in front of
movement,
one of
sorry.
them. I'm going to move right in front of one of the things, and I don't know. I just like turn to the demon and be like,
The demon just like
Demon's trapped.
Read
The
between the
moment.
lines.
"It's not for long."
Not for long.
Okay, you've done your movement. Now it is
No,
your
that's
turn.
me. Yeah.
Alright. So who's going to keep his hood pulled up? Pull back his sleeves and shout out to everyone. It's a shadow demon! Don't bother with magic! We can't hold this thing down. And then he's going to ready his action to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
So you're going to use
Don't
magic. You
use
already said
magic. Don't use magic.
Hey, no, don't stop. Don't worry, stop it.
Don't use magic because he assumed most people just have damage. It's also immune to like every condition.
Actually, doesn't know why sunlight? Just out of curiosity.
Wait, nope. It says
No,
acid
someone-
fire, necrotic thunder is
Yeah.
magical.
Mhm.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
And then.
So
cold,
if it's a
lightning,
magical
poison
thing
immunity.
like cloud of daggers,
Like your water.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
My call to the wave. I could take out a demon with holy water.
I could list everything, but I figured I only have like 6 seconds to talk, right?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you speak. That is not an action. That's just talk.
Yeah, that's reaction.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to rule it, I can say more.
No, it's just 6 seconds.
Okay.
Whatever you can say in 6 seconds.
It's. Oh my gosh! It's the length of. I just remembered. Action.
A turn?
A turn. If you can do it in the length of a vine, you can do it in the
Yeah.
Back it again at Krispy Kreme. Roll athletics.
Oh,
Roll
it's actually
intimidate.
immune to restrained.
What?
Oh. Oops.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I didn't realize.
I just need
No,
Those
no,
things
no, it's
are
okay.
really-
Always call me out.
Okay.
I'll tell you whether or not I intended it. Just like with Jackie
You know,
earlier.
before I came to the D&D game, I was looking through demons. I'm like, I can counter this, I can counter this, I can counter this. There was one demon. So I'm like, I can do nothing to this guy.
The Baylor?
Huh?
The Baylor?
No, it's this
Oh,
thing.
this thing. Oh, perfect.
I can do tons of stuff to a Baylor. I can stall a Baylor for like 5 rounds while we get away.
Here.
Okay.
I want to. I
End of my
haven't-
turn. I'm going to just walk to the back corner and
Okay, I haven't the chance to ink this in, but I've drawn the scythe.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeet.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, that's awesome.
throw the children.
Yeah, neither good nor bad, you know? It's just a scythe. Oh, I love the runes.
It is a scythe.
It just says
That's awesome!
It just says her name.
Yes. This is
It's Masonic
No.
in Masonic, which is all over my arm.
Whoa, that's cool. I especially love the D&D logo. But it wouldn't be a logo in there.
Wait.
It would be
a dragon.
sacred.
Is it D&D logo?
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
part of
it's
her
the
role.
dragon's head and the tail.
You.
So that's
Yeah, I
it?
already determined,
I just
so
went, yeah.
That's
back to
great.
our warlock.
Alright, I believe it's your turn, Claire.
Note to self,
Wait,
last mage
you
armor
have one.
before the fight
Yeah,
next
it's the
time.
demon's turn. Oh,
I
wait,
think things have gone pretty so far.
Yeah.
Ah.
Back to the
He's
corner.
got plenty of other people to choose from.
Oh, do I have an option to move between, like... Okay.
Okay.
I'm touching.
Technically, the demon should have gone first.
Oh, pinky.
That was just, I forgot to roll.
Do you know what this is called?
No.
It's called vagina.
She's not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Alright, so the village elder goes. All he does is scream really loud.
Demon.
It's like hey with the bucket on.
I can
Zaps
my turn. I
up
can't call him anything.
Which is the best.
Yeah,
part.
I feel
the
that.
The best part is that
The
was
demon
Alan
not break
did
it.
Actually, all of our turns are technically happening at the exact same time.
Yeah.
True, is talking a free action in this, or is it wait for our turns?
Did the demon not like
Hold
try
on.
to get out of the?
We gave
What?
2 options and you
Jesus.
said yes.
What?
We gave 2 options and you said yes.
For what?
I asked if do we only talk on our turns, or is talking a free action?
Oh, it's free.
Cool.
Oh!
I guess I'm gonna tell him.
If
Get
you
in
can
the
say
sunlight.
within 6 seconds.
Get in the sunlight.
Yeah. Because you can talk and move and swing a sword at the same time. But as long as you can say it in a
bites
really
off her
fast-
tongue while swinging a sword.
Roll for talking.
Alright. So, the village elder screams. Thistle kind of like, he looks like 1,000-yard stare at him, and he like reaches for his bag. And he pulls out his little
No
dagger.
time for tea.
No, I thought he was gonna yeet the teapot at him.
I'm not a victim.
No, he brings a little dagger in his chest. That was
Wait a minute, he has the tea. I can use the tea. I can spill the tea.
So he looks really shaken and kind of
I know
cold,
I'm not
slimy
supposed
sweat.
to cry over spilled tea.
Ah,
But it was so sad.
That sounds like something the druid would say.
Alright.
We
ground,
both noticed that.
and
It's a wisdom thing.
Which one is 18 wisdom?
14 wisdom, right?
Berry Blue jolts awake, and she kind of sees the demon, and she screams and grabs onto your arm and hides her face in fear.
Whose arm?
I do nothing.
Your arm.
Whose?
Melee! You idiot! You are made of light!
So the demon
I am now gray. I've
kind of
not
like
noticed.
looks
I'm not
disoriented.
emanating light.
light her on fire. No, the demon looks disoriented and then kind of like shakes its head and then looks at you with its fiery gaze.
Is it me?
Huh? You're the one
Who?
hitting it, right?
Yeah.
Wait, or are you? Are you on top? Who's on top of the demon?
Nobody's on top of the demon.
I think
He's
so
restrained in
far, yeah,
webs.
he's just
He's
like
restrained in my webs.
Bleh.
So you see a shadowy form, and the next instant the webs fall like
Oh
empty,
boy.
and he's gone to everyone's view.
Perception, somebody roll perception. Who's proficient in perception?
I have
That.
I mean, all of us can roll it, it's just we're not all good at it.
I have a +3 in perception as the dwarf, and a +6 as
Can
the.
we roll it even though it's not?
I got a
I got a 15.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an 8. I think.
Rare
Nope.
chances I
The
use
dwarf
a
got a
D8.
10. Is my perception anything
Little
different? Is
distracted.
this? Nope, it's not. I need one more for the druid,
Ooh.
So what's your lowest
and the
stat?
druid got
What's my lowest stat?
8. The druid was not very perceptive this time.
So you see,
I'm average.
you see a shadow moving inconspicuously along the ground,
Oh, no.
like almost unnoticeable. And then it slides close to you, and then out of the shadows appears 2 clawed hands, and they just
On.
they snap against Berry Blue's face, and then slam her into the ground.
Okay. Held action.
What?
I'm going to use my held action. Tasha's hideous laughter. He needs to make a wisdom save.
All right. What's the save?
What's the save? Wisdom.
Oh. Okay.
What did he get?
No. Sorry. I mean, what's the DC?
Oh, what's the DC? 14.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on just a second. Okay. So you do Tasha's hideous laughter. How do
Yeah.
you do that?
How do I do that? I'm going. So as the runes are flying off of his hand, they okay. They almost seem to sharpen in the air and point at the demon. They alter shape slightly, and he's going to shout out, "Hey, demon!
Your
Did you,
mom's off!
did you hear about the devil that got arrested? It was for possession!" And they're going to like shoot forward.
Whoever threw that
All
piece
right.
of paper, your mom's off!
You're shooting on a bar.
So the runes
You're showing
in
on
the
a bar.
air,
Magic comes.
they whistle through the air and they stab deeply into the demon, who is like really hurt, and releases his grip on Berry Blue, who's knocked unconscious on the ground. And then his arms retract back into the shadows.
Oh, he falls on the floor laughing.
He does?
Yeah. He's just kind of held there until he makes the save.
Wait, I was thinking of another spell again.
Yeah, vicious mockery.
Yeah, he's taking
I
damage.
thought it was vicious.
Huh?
He's taking damage.
He doesn't take any damage.
Okay, yeah. I was
That's
thinking
magic
of vicious
resistance.
mockery.
brightly.
Alright.
So I'm hilarious.
So the demon
Apparently.
kind of sorry, retract that. I was thinking of vicious mockery. So, the demon still releases his hands and just can't stop like laughing. He's like cackling. It's the worst sound you've ever heard.
Oh,
It's like the rumbling of the earth, like paired with dying screeches of animals with a very out of tune guitar. Just
oh.
really
That's an odd mix. We
Like
thought that was the laughter. He's going to shout, "Berry Blue, get behind me!"
Huh?
She's
He's going to shout,
unconscious!
Oh!
She's
She had
I'm
her head
holding
slammed
her right
against the
now, and
ground.
I'm blazing.
Oh, you changed it? You're
Yes,
like you're on
I
fire
am.
now?
Jesus.
That's
Right
okay.
now, I'm
We're
on
good.
Say snapped!
fire.
Say snapped!
So he's basically on the ground. He's not on the
Oh,
ground, but he's
Then he's going to
prone.
shout, "Don't hit that one!"
Alright, my turn?
Mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna use command on this thing. I rolled an 18, by the way.
Please don't do it on the same one I just hit.
I thought command was.
What? There are 2 of them?
There are 2 of them, aren't there?
No, there's one.
Oh, there's one?
Yeah, there's only one shadow thing. Or shadow demon.
You need to adjust your glasses. No.
I
I
need to
know.
put the vision
It would be
back
so
on.
better if I had a battle mat.
Yeah, we got this.
Alright,
It's okay.
command, will it work?
Yeah,
with
we got
18?
outnumbered 6 to 3.
You don't roll for command, they do.
Oh, you beat
Explain
18.
to me. Explain to me.
18 is the
how that
saving?
works.
Wait, saving?
It's a saving throw.
Saving
Yeah,
throw
what's
for
your
wisdom?
charisma score?
Yeah.
So it's
Is your
13.
what's your charisma?
Charisma, just like the charisma added or the charisma saving?
It doesn't. Oh.
the save DC should be 8
The
plus
save-
2
it's your charisma
plus
score.
charisma score.
Alright, then.
What's your charisma score? Plus
Plus
3,
3.
so it'll be 13. You had you.
I had 15.
No, they have to beat 13 to
Oh.
escape your spell.
Whoa! Alright. So, you begin the command, and the demon continues with his laughter, but now staring directly at you, like focused on you, and he kind of laughs menacingly again, and he kind of like waves and then disappears into the floor. He rolled an act 20.
Oh,
Gosh,
I'm going to use my
dang
point
it!
Alright.
and replace his roll with a 3.
Really?
Yeah. I can
Alright.
do that.
What's
He
that?
ends his turn in the ground
They did-
and takes 1d10 bludgeoning damage.
Doesn't he like reappear at the top?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
kind of squeezed out of it. So he laughs and disappears for a second, but he stays too long underneath and ends his turn there and takes the bludgeoning damage and stuff.
Okay.
Wait,
So-
command is bludgeoning damage?
No.
No.
If he
So
ends
when
his
he
turn,
phases and like ends his turn underground, he gets shunted to the top.
yeah,
And as a result, gets banged up.
he takes 7 damage and he's like thrown against the wall and kind of peels himself off.
Also,
Can I
command.
use Eldritch Blast now since I was like
That was an action.
ding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next
So
Not
while he has control of
severely
the situation,
Actually, what kind of
Eve
damage
is going to
does
shout,
do?
"Paladin,
Eldritch
Death,
Blast?
smite!" Please.
Oh, I can do divine sound. I can.
Yes, please help us.
Wait,
Or
where's my
cast
phone?
cure wounds on it. I don't know.
Cast Cure Wounds.
I don't. Okay. Let's
Wait,
see.
no, it only works on undead.
It's an attack roll.
Oh, it's an attack roll.
It's an attack roll.
Okay, thanks.
I'm
So
glad,
you
I
have
already-
advantage. He is prone.
You can
I'm just gonna
activate
say
it,
this now.
and it just kind of goes off
I'm
whenever
glad
you
we
make a
don't
hit.
fight
So
giant
you'll never
spiders
waste
because they
it.
have a speed of 50.
Okay. Hey. Pay attention. I'm rolling.
Like 4 extra limbs that we don't. So.
You have advantage.
I know.
Okay, so I'm going to use my other portent. What was that roll?
7. Or
You got
6?
2 7s?
I got a 7 and a 6.
Okay, so you just rolled a 9 plus your modifiers.
Modify. Oh.
Mine's force damage.
What? Wait.
Okay.
What?
Dude,
What
I'll
do
just
I?
blast and
What?
kill him.
Yes, I am
What's my
going
mod-
to. He's in the ceiling right now.
So
Great
No.
sword.
So
So that's a
15.
15.
He's in the
so
ceiling,
15 to hit
15 to hit?
with
Now your
divine
smite is going
He
to
is,
add your
he's within range
attacks.
of Eldritch Blast.
And this is a demon.
That's what's important.
What's your oath?
My oath.
Yeah.
We hadn't decided that.
Oh,
Remember?
That's
oh,
bad.
Dang, we should
That's
definitely
okay.
decide that.
So it doesn't really matter in this situation. You're going to add a d8
2d8.
for 2d8. Is it? Oh yeah, demons. Dope.
It's 3d8 if it's undead.
He's not on it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
If your oath of devotion, it'll do it to them. Okay, so 2d8 plus 2d6.
2 plus 2d6.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
weapon
that's
attack.
Thing is, the 2d6 will be resisted, but the d8s will be.
Okay. So
No, this is
let's
magic
see.
now.
Oh, the
8.
entire attack is magic? Okay, that's cool.
7, 7, 8 plus 1, 22, 26 damage.
That's
Really?
really damage.
So, you do so successfully. How do you do it?
Yes. Are you ready for? Okay, so Des hears Eve's voice and clasps
Sorry.
clasps her holy symbol in a moment of sheer concentration when she releases her hands forth, and this bright pillar of light blasts through the wind. This silver pillar of light, not to the silver flame. This silver pillar of light strikes the demon, and as it bursts into flames, it wails in. Huh?
It's not dead.
It's not dead. No.
Oh,
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 you actually get to roll the radiant damage twice though, so it's more damage than that.
you
It's
do?
still really theatrical.
Solar beam!
I thought
So
you
you
just
solar
multiplied
beam
by
it?
No,
This is
it's
smite.
divine smite.
two.
So wait, do I roll this?
Yeah, you get to roll.
This
No,
again?
It's mine?
you don't get to
No,
roll the
There's
2d6.
something about
Just
that.
this again?
As long as it deals radiant damage, that should like.
Oh,
do
I
it.
can re-roll the 2.
No,
No,
you
you
don't
can't.
roll the
No.
2. This isn't a sword swing.
It's just the divine energy coursing
So
off of it.
8 more damage. Wait, do I add plus?
No, you don't add your strength
Okay.
again.
Vulnerability doubles the damage, right? He's
It
vulnerable.
does. That's what we're doing right now, isn't it? Because we just rolled. The
So
extra damage.
16 more damage to this sucker
Wow,
No, just
you
eight.
knocked him down to
Just
3
Because then we're
quarters.
quadrupling it.
3/4.
of his health.
3/4.
3/4 is gone, or
3 quarters is gone. It's gone.
yes.
So
So
it
a
is-
quarter remains of his health.
I would like to point out it's just plus 8, not plus 16. That
So-
was the doubling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he
Down to 2/3 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
2/3. So your beam of light shafts him, and like
It's like through the center, like it's
Whoa.
it goes through his center, like it's a physical force, and just there's like it's like
Oh, those bones.
his
You want to pass me
skin
the pizza?
it's a peppercini. It's a pepper.
No, it's a pickled pepper.
It's a
That's
pickled
disgusting.
Do you want it? Wait.
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
So it melts.
Fuck, you
away.
had like.
No, his
3 hours.
skin,
had
She was
his
just
skin is like his skin around where the light has hit is bubbling and boiling like a coal, like
So the demon screeches unearthly in pain and anguish, and then goes like down low to the ground, and he's just like agonizingly wailing.
So, actually, Tasha's hideous laughter is not ended.
He's laughing and screaming.
Can I take a weapon again?
So, it gets to roll again. It gets to roll the save again.
Really?
Yeah, every hit. It's why I wanted the paladin to attack if this breaks.
So he's screaming and like crying at the same time from yeah, it's just right. He's like he's just writhing.
This demon does not know who the heck they're dealing with.
He's
Well,
writhing
I
like
shall
ass
find out
going.
and try to
it's going.
take on 5 people.
What
at
is the
once.
thing?
We got the
15.
the holy one.
14.
Huh?
14.
He rolled 15.
Oh. I
So
blew my important on helping you, so he's free.
It's okay.
so he
Yeah, I
kind
figured
of
you'd think so.
he kind of weakly stands up and just resumes from his agony as he growls and kind of like sets his eyes on another one. Ooh. So you went.
Actually, no, next is our dwarf.
I believe it's us now.
Yeah.
Dwarf riding the spider.
Oh, he's riding this one.
Charge! Spider and dwarf go to the demon. They're not scared of this thing. Can the spider jump on it? Okay, well the spider will do that. It's not a jumping spider though.
Still
Acrobatics.
drops.
Oh,
Acrobatics.
Alex.
What happened?
Oh, I hate that. Sharpen the other end.
No.
What?
I have to do acrobatics to jump on it. What happens if I fail?
You just land.
Okay.
If you fail horribly, you might land.
That was a
Oh.
15 plus 3, so 18.
Oh yeah, you land on it.
All right. Well, I definitely land on this thing, and the spider will bite him. The spider will bite. So
The demon screams.
spider bite.
Spider bite.
Try scooching it back a little bit.
Spider.
It's a dirty 20.
Spider druid. Spider druid.
All right, 1d8 plus
Wait,
3.
Scooch it back from the edge.
What? Oh, scoot this
So it
back.
has
from the
room to
edge.
roll. Yeah. You what?
That would be 11 damage, isn't it? By half because it's piercing.
It is immune to poison.
No, not poison. Piercing damage.
Piercing? It is a resistant to piercing, yeah.
So it's 1/2 damage
Huh?
to 11.
Okay.
She gets really into the role play.
I'm in.
Oh, Malin was
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay,
So
good.
what is
Also-
half of 11? 5.
Round
Divine
down.
Smite is more, I
Yeah,
smack
5,
them with
yeah.
my
5.
sword.
So that's 5
and
damage
everything
from the
blows
bite.
up.
And the dwarf will attack with the
Smite, you did.
warhammer.
Look, my flavor.
We should look over your class abilities.
That would be 17 plus 5. I'm assuming that
I
hits.
know.
That's
But also you added
1d8.
great sword damage.
That
You
would
told
be
me to.
Yeah,
point
yeah,
damage.
it's a great
It's
sword.
half.
It's like part of your attack. Like your sword like turns on white fire.
It's bludgeoning
and you hit it
damage, isn't it?
It's like a
Resistance.
li-
So
it's
that would be
yeah.
6.
I'm not
Your sword
criticizing
turns
you.
into a
Alright.
lightsaber,
6 damage
like,
total,
around,
but the
basically.
spider is on top of the demon.
So the spider has grappled the
Why don't you play your
demon
role with Cripple?
and stabs its fangs down into the gaping hole in its torso, and it writhes in agony, silent agony, as it fiercely, tries to get its bearings, and then you smash its hand with the warhammer.
I smash it with a hammer.
It's more like a thumb stab because it only did 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
that's
okay.
impossible. How,
I thought it was 4.
You add your strength score to it?
I don't quite understand.
Your strength modifier.
My
you
strength
add that to
modifier
the
is a
attack
plus
roll.
3.
So that's should have done
Yeah.
4 damage then.
But no,
Okay.
wait, you add it to the attack roll or the damage roll?
The damage.
Both.
You add it to the damage roll
So
too?
I have an attack bonus of
That's
plus
how melee
5.
attacks work.
Yeah.
And ranged.
Oh,
That's
jeez.
not
I've
all-
never done
Cantrips
that
are the
before.
ones that you don't.
So it would be
Okay.
a plus 3 on
You see,
on
I
that?
do. I
Yeah.
am wrong sometimes, and I am right sometimes. So always call me out on it because I might
Okay.
be wrong.
Okay, well, that would be.
You smash his hand down.
7, so 7 divided by 2.
Oh, that's advantage. You
3.
get a no. It'd be a 4.
No?
You run down always, don't you?
Yeah, that
It's
doesn't.
the DM.
They round up with critical roll.
Usually
Well,
round
critical
down.
roll is a very
Critical
generous
roll.
DM.
Is epic.
Nobody likes being compared to Matt Mercer.
No, I kind of like it.
I'm not
3
comparing
points
her
of
to
damage
that.
on
I
that.
mean,
So that
awesome.
total it would have
Yeah,
It
been.
says in the manual.
And
to
even
round
then, I
down.
kind of have a
Total
little
would
bit
have
of
been
disdain.
8.
8.
Yes,
You know,
total
like that
damage would
Mercer?
have been 8.
You pin its hand underneath
No, I'm not
the hammer,
Matt
and
Mercer.
you hear
Oh.
it kind of crunch.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, it's the total between the two of them.
Crunch. This thing has a skeleton, you guys.
Yeah.
Between the two
So
of them.
it is.
Somewhere in there.
You pinned it down. You have its fangs in its
Mm-hmm.
midsection, and you pinned its hand,
Yes.
and it writhes in silent agony.
Silent agony.
Silent agony!
Is it-
Agony.
Alright, who's next?
I can do that like 4 more
I
times. though.
think it is your turn. You went out of turn.
No.
I yelled for somebody to do something,
Oh,
and I readied
Okay.
my action. So
So is this thing on the ground again?
never mind. Yeah, it's pinned.
Are there any
Okay.
windows that are directly close to it? Yeah, I'm gonna hit that window.
it's
It's
like
still in the shadowy
currently in
corner.
the shaft of light. Oh, what?
What?
We blew open the ceiling.
Oh, that's
From
true.
blew open the ceiling or the
No,
windows?
I went through a window.
Oh,
Remember?
okay.
My light.
It's about
through a
5 feet
window.
away from a light source.
Okay, I light a torch. I throw it towards it.
I
And-
personally recommend just killing it.
Okay.
You're one. You're the
Bonus
only one
action,
who
light
can
the
deal
torch,
reliable damage.
toss it towards it, and I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna kick it.
All right, you toss it.
Well, I'm going to
Dexterity,
be
please.
dealing with a 21 next. So.
8.
I love Enya. So you chuck the torch, and it goes whiffling through the air, and it just clatters to the ground.
Near the shadow? Okay, I guess I run up and I punch it.
You already used your action to throw the torch.
I have bonus action.
Oh right. Okay.
You
Bonus
pick
action
me up
attack.
and throw me at him.
Yes.
Yeet!
Right of like.
That's gonna be a 9.
Eh.
I took a drunken fighting style, and I am actually drunk, so.
I don't have port fire right now.
It is now the demon.
That's my turn. I'm in
Yep.
melee range with it now, so.
You take a swing at
It's
it.
going to take 3 attacks of opportunities unless it goes through the floor.
Yeah, fair enough.
It is now its turn, and then it will die.
Oh, dang it! That's a thing I forgot.
It takes a swipe at the spider's face.
Okay, the dwarf will impose disadvantage.
Ah. Defense.
Protection fighting
Yes.
stuff.
Right.
Perfect.
Right.
Is it in
I
sunlight?
can't English!
No, it's not.
It's Spanglish.
Hey, what's to hit? What's the difference between to hit or to roll? Like +5 to hit?
So to hit for this thing,
Mhm.
+5 to hit.
Yeah.
So roll d20.
Yeah. So +5 to hit is
Oh.
accuracy.
Ah, right. Okay. It doesn't list the damage for.
Yeah, it
cross.
goes.
You should.
17 if it
Oh,
has
2d6. Okay, +3. Okay.
Take that as necrotic
It
damage.
takes a swipe at
What?
her face.
It's grass.
Psychic.
Psychic fetch.
And it rolls a
I hate it, right?
spray.
It's like the most.
Oh!
Does anything
Okay.
do
Oh,
psychic
no.
damage?
It rolls
Buildings
a
are
4.
immune.
What?
Okay, that's not
buildings
enough
are
to beat the
immune.
armor class of druid. I'm sorry.
Some are automatons, so it's not always the most reliable. But
Yeah.
What type
so
of
it misses.
automatons are we
All right.
talking about?
And
here?
then
Like
warlocks
FNAFs?
can also. Some warlocks
Are
resistant.
we talking
phases
about?
through the floor.
FNAF?
Any
Automaton?
machine, any golem.
Alright.
You said automaton. I want clarification. Do you mean FNAF automaton or
Think big
Warforged?
thing made of rocks.
Or golem.
Golem. All of the above.
Flesh golem or dirt golem or
Yeah, they're all golems. So.
Siege golem. Those are annoying.
They are.
Namely because they kind of like level cities solo as a habit.
it phases through the floor.
And who does it go for?
Oh,
It
it goes in front of me this time?
phases through the
Phasing
floor.
through the floor.
Underneath
it's
her
technically
Yeah,
running
I
away
mean,
from us.
Last
so-
time he went and then I went.
That's
and
true.
then the
we all got
shadow demon
15.
Oh, he actually rolled a 20 on his initiative, but
Oh,
Oh, so he should have gone after.
yeah,
Yeah.
he should have, and I forgot. So he just goes directly underneath and phases through, and he goes for
So he's moving out of our combat range then.
no,
going
he's attacking
first.
someone.
Oh, he's attacking someone? I thought he was-
you.
Is she within 5 feet of me?
Who?
It's a reaction. You
You?
can't do it
You're
by the
around
window.
anyways.
I can't do a test around, but
No.
Yeah.
Because you are by the corner and
Yeah.
you're by the windows.
Well, yeah, I'm standing in the middle of the sunlight. So if this thing wants, I'm just like,
Oh, Jones.
All right, it moves towards you,
me?
and yes, you.
That means it has to go through the sunlight.
True.
Well, while in bright light, the demon has disadvantage on attack.
Ah,
That's annoying. This demon is not having a good day.
no.
literally.
It
Don't
makes
pick-
a feint towards you, and then it makes a feint towards you, as if to
I feel
attack
really
you,
awesome if I weren't a wizard.
and then
Also, I
phases
guess
through the
something.
wall into outside.
I feel also like
Bullets!
something.
Went outside, oh no!
Outside into the
Oh.
sunlight? That's not gonna be good for it.
Okay,
He
my
gets
turn.
disadvantage on wisdom, so I take it to be disoriented. Huh? Yeah.
Okay, but now it's in the
I'm going
bright
to cast
sun.
magic missiles as a second level spell.
Alright.
So
Need some
I need
D4s?
D4s.
My turn.
Lots of D4s.
Yeah.
No, I got the turn order mixed up and I skipped him on accident.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Go, right?
Give me
Is
a
that all I
sec.
need?
How many more do you need?
I need 4. It's a second level spell.
Hey, tic tac. Or not.
And magic missile doesn't need to hit because it's always on.
It's guaranteed.
Oh, not again.
4,
Nice.
4,
Fetch ya.
4, 4!
That's 20 damage.
Well, that knocks it down to dead. So,
I want to do it.
Describe it.
Okay. So
Magic missile.
This
Magic
little-
Magic missile.
Magic missile.
he sees it rise
I'm
up
out of
behind
mana.
us and make its faint attack, only to flee through the window. Eve is gripped by this sudden indecision, and he reaches out as though to cast a spell, and then pulls his hands back and reaches into his pouch. He grabs this arcane eye, the jewel that he's been hiding throughout the entirety of this.
Sorry. You did a whoa when you see this.
Okay. I feel impressive. The runes that were floating around his arms go into a circle behind his back, and from the center of it, right between his closed hands and above the orb, this circle of stars extends out. They shoot out, piercing the thing through several times, and when the last one hits and just goes clean through, it explodes.
Cool.
Nice.
Exploding demon.
So it
Wait.
explodes. Huh?
Use Swift.
I used Swift. I used the rock this time. I've never done that before. Was anything different?
Rock? The divination?
The divination rock. I call it the rock.
Oh. No.
I could call it Dwayne.
Johnson.
Hey!
Dwayne.
That should be the orb's name.
No, nothing has
I
been
used Dwayne.
notice. It just focuses like an arcane focus would.
Okay.
Makes it a little bit easier casting.
I did roll 4 4s. That was kind of wild.
Yeah! So,
This is
How's
just
that
angry
like?
magic
they
missiles.
pierce
That'd
the
be the
demon,
best way to
and the
kill
demon
something.
writhes as he's like pelleted by one volley, and he like is shot to the ground, and then he
Shot through the heart and you're to blame. You give magic. Good name.
So, he's hit by a volley. He falls to the ground. He's hit by another volley. He falls flat down on the ground. And then he's hit by another, and he's like weakly trying to claw back towards the forest. And then the last volley hits him. His hand just falls up, and he just blows up.
Eve standing through the window like.
And then where
Yay!
there's a black smear on the ground where he once was.
Oh, we can't loot the body.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything worth having.
Oh.
It's
Kinda
literally
like-
naked.
Get some of the
Nugget.
black smudge on my
It's a
fingers.
demon, so.
Don't lick it.
Lick
I
it.
sniff it.
It smells like sulfur and pain.
Smells like pain.
Pain?
Oh, wow. I'm all too familiar with this.
Like sulfur.
It smells of pain and anguish.
Just does a line.
You do demon
Does a
smell.
line of demons. I'm kidding.
I do
She
not
does.
do that.
No, I know, but that's really, really funny.
Malin would though.
No, I'm depressed.
Yeah, she feels sad now.
Okay, Eve is going to turn to Berry Blue it was,
Mhm.
and Elder and Thistle, and he goes, "Are all of you okay?"
She's knocked out.
She's knocked out.
Wait, Jackson.
Okay, and he's going to turn to the two adults.
I am still
Des-
holding on to this child, not bearing letting
Des
go.
rushes.
Okay, he's going to ask if you're okay as well then.
Des rushes over and uses what's it called?
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands pool, and that does how much healing?
We could probably make.
It's 5 times your level.
5 times 15. Well,
Well, if you use all of it, you can.
No,
if you want,
I'm-
you can expend
Yeah,
like
you
just
can
1
actually.
point.
I'm just trying to bring her, but just enough so that she's
Probably 1 would just be enough.
conscious and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Civilians
Hold on
by the
just a
game rules
second.
only have like 4 health. So like
Even that.
max level monks can kill 5 people in 6 seconds.
That's depressing.
Which I would not do.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Stab magic.
She kind of rouses
Well,
a
still
little
wouldn't
bit
kill
and
him.
then sees you about to put your hands on her, and she kind of like looks at you quizzically for just a second and then passes out again.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting
Stop singing.
for? Sorry, that wasn't in character.
That
No.
wasn't character shush.
No, Des would not be.
Yes, you would.
Jaxlyn is the chaotic neutral. She'd be the one singing.
Well,
Just
what
spot-
does Des do?
What are you waiting for?
Okay, we need once he.
There's a child here.
It's so.
I
this,
personally think if she's going to sleep, it's better that she doesn't see all of this.
she's not gonna wake her up. She's just gonna make
Heal
sure.
her.
Yeah.
Is she even hurt?
As I said.
Oh yeah, she had to
Oh.
make
Smacked by the demon.
Oh, she made them? Oh crap! I should have made medicine check.
I got a +6 in medicine.
I
She
mean-
got an at 20, so she lived and woke up a
Oh,
little bit.
then she's at 1 hit point. Nice.
So yeah, she's just. So it's like. You have seen. Have you seen? Have you? I don't
What have
know.
I
If
seen?
you're going to use a reference to explain it, I won't get it.
Duh. You never get references.
Ouch.
Oh wow.
You'll get it eventually, because we've started you down Supernatural. So,
It's okay, I don't understand you.
I don't get supernatural references either.
Just
okay,
Say the
so
same.
She
Daddy,
continues to
but
bleed
you,
from the back
you
of her
are
scalp.
guitar, you
Des-
heal them. Good.
Des takes her hand out, and like some of the holy water begins to kind of.
You are guitar.
Guitar.
Let's not interrupt.
Sorry.
The holy water kind of arcs up and begins to like circle like a. Some of the holy water begins to circle like a funnel, and whooshes down into Dez's hand, and this silver.
Like it. Yeah.
And this silver light emanates from her hand and is kind of absorbed by the small child.
Aww. So the wound on the back of her head closes up, and she kind of sighs
Oh,
the
wow.
shudder, and then she falls into a deep sleep.
Okay, so she's sleeping.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I look at that entire thing and I was kind of like,
A tool.
I just walk away.
Eve is actually going to say, he goes, a tool.
Des is going to ignore that
Maybe.
comment.
He's talking about magic, not
Oh, he's saying
This is the second session in a row that you've won.
No, this is a running thing between the two of them.
Yeah.
He's like, magic is bad, and he's like, magic is a tool.
So
I thought you
Des,
were calling me.
What a tool.
Des-
He really
I mean,
said that.
I caught it.
Des gently
Thank you.
gently strokes the child's hair. She should be okay, Malin.
Okay. Where is its parents?
It.
You don't know.
No, I
Thistle
don't.
would, but and the elder would, wouldn't they? She was asking.
Oh, you were asking elder.
Yes.
Sorry. The elder goes, she doesn't have any.
Oh no! She's mine!
You see,
Look, just because she's an orphan doesn't mean you can kidnap her.
Malin,
I would do the same as my parents did to me.
Malin, we have a dangerous journey ahead. Do you really want to endanger her? We don't know. We're going to have to face those demons. Do you want her to fall into harm again? Malin, we have a calling. We need
You have a calling. Your deity called you. A madman with magic doors stole me from my family. I will not deny this one some care.
She
Okay.
has been cared for here. She was happy. She needs to remain with her people, Malin. Would you have liked to been snatched from your you would be doing the same thing as the magic door if you take her with you. Do you really want to do that? Malin, I will put out your hair if you want to leave the child. And I will do it continually until
Malin, she'll be here when we get back.
we will visit her. I promise.
You have no way of promising this. You're not the one who controls the doors.
She's a paladin. Her promise is her word.
I will
Her
physically.
promises don't mean anything when it comes to magic of the doors. She does not control them now, does she? If that was true, I would say, take me back to my family so I could say goodbye to them.
DM's trying to say something.
no, this is the elder. Actually, you do control those.
No, we don't.
Please elaborate.
Well, you see, when there was, I just know I'm supposed to give this to you, and he kind of like.
Give us.
You didn't lead with this.
Give me a shot. Let's see. Hold on.
it.
He goes up to the altar at the front, and he kind of like braces his shoulder against it. He's like, "All right, good." And he like shoves as hard as he can, and it like budges a little bit. And he's like, "Could you give it?" away?"
Des is gonna just
All
like
right.
kick it and just like
Eldritch
You're
Blast
still
is
a
coming
spider,
in
by
when
the
you
way.
better move.
Oh,
From
He
like
better
having a
move.
stick
I got
in my
an 18
fingers in the
last
cracks
time.
would be
It's going to
sacrilege
bust.
kicking
He's like-
the hero down.
the old guy just kind of like falls out of the way.
I kind of like look at the spider.
You
and
blast
try
a hole in the altar,
to, like, stop looking at me like that.
and you see a very small,
Are you going to change back?
No, I'm
milky sort of like
Wait, how long does that
algae
last?
covered.
I can do it for an hour and a half.
And there is a tiny
For now, as I get in high
Wait,
ball
level,
shaped
shush, Pat.
exactly similar to the one that was in the praying woman's hands. And you lift it up, and when you touch it, there's a gigantic flash of light that blinds you. So can you make a, what would that be? Save.
Like, con check.
Constitution.
Let's see. Come on, computer, don't do this. 5.
Big boy.
moobs. It has moobs. Man boobies. Or moobs.
Oh, what is that? Is that a demon?
Alright,
Sierra 13.
I got an 11.
Very
You
intimidating.
got an 11?
Yeah, I got an 11.
So you stumble backwards and you kind of drop it, and it lands with like a little hard, like, doom, on the stone. And then you are back, and your eyes are just, you're blinded for just a second. And then you clear your head and you can see. Yeah.
I can see. What do I see?
You see the same as before, except slightly more blurry and painful.
What does he pull out?
Alright,
okay.
I pick it up again.
Alright. You touch it again.
Does it
And
blame me again?
no,
I
it
detect.
you can sense a kind of mirth coming from somewhere.
Oh no.
And
It's
it slowly glows a little bit.
If you're
Don't fight
laughing
this.
at me, Orb, you better
Don't
be
fight
careful or I will
That's also
destroy
doing
you.
They get 5 attacks.
Oh, they get 7.
You kind of feel an eye
That's
roll.
perfect.
Let me give you some help with that, you hear a voice say, and then a white door opens up in front of you. It
Do we
is-
see anything through that door?
No, not. It's just like it was before.
Maylin.
But it is connected. You can see it's coming from that orb. And the elder
I don't
says,
listen to anybody and I dart through.
Maylin, is this goodbye?
I left.
Hey, wait!
I am gone. I vamoosed.
Take me with you.
the white door remains open. But the elder says, oh, wait. I don't know what that is, but all I know is that it is called the Nexus. And I was supposed to give it, the priests were supposed to give it to whoever showed up with the divination orb.
Oh, do I get this thing?
Huh?
Do I get this thing?
No, the party
She
of
just
those.
stole it?
The carriers.
Okay,
Sorry, not you specifically. It's called the Nexus.
okay.
Des is going to follow through and see if she can talk with Maylin and see. She's not going to try and convince her to stay. She's going to see. I don't know. She's not going to try and convince her to stay because she she's going to see what she can do.
Just be support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you run through, you see Malin, and you're in the in-between space that you were before, in the sort of void. And on one end there's a white door, on the other end there's a white door, and in between you is the infinite space of galaxies.
Maylin. Does Maylin still have the child in her hands?
Oh,
No.
No.
No. She had to do Eldritch Splash. She doesn't do that way.
Hold on.
No, she didn't carry it like a football.
Maylin, is this goodbye?
Explain me what goodbye means.
Are you going home and going to stay? Or are you coming back?
If this orb allows me to come back, I might come back to help you guys out. But at this moment, I need to say goodbye. I never got to before I went to prison.
That must have been hard.
No thinking about that. So.
Eve is going to step through.
No, we are not putting Eve through. She does not like Eve at all.
Eve is
Well,
going to
no,
step
she
through.
doesn't like the other dude.
She doesn't like anyone, really.
Wait,
Yeah.
the one dude like me?
No, the Finch.
Oh, that's
Well, she doesn't like you either.
Oh, well, she especially doesn't like you.
She doesn't like you.
Oh, you're talking about you.
The other
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
She
She
doesn't.
No, not
She
Claire.
is in a cloud
No.
of disdain from
Does she not like the furball? What has he done to
She's
her?
neutral about him.
Wait, but what about
She's still
Des?
deciding about
Des?
you. She's
We
deciding about you.
bonded over this.
They bonded too. She has like nothing.
Oh, don't be so dramatic, you hear a voice say. And out of the second door, just kind of you see floating in midair is the glasses one. It's
Do
okay.
we all see him?
Des goes over to you.
Might as well walk
He's
through.
like, it's alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
Des
through.
places.
Touch me. She blazes black.
That's not good.
Don't touch me.
It's not as bad as you think.
I waited in prison 50 years. I did not get to say goodbye.
It's alright.
I am over 100 years old.
I did.
These people have been waiting 1,000 years!
Des is going.
Okay!
Okay,
Listen.
hold on. Could you calm down just a little bit, please?
Okay, listen! They've been waiting 1,000 years for a savior, and if you're not it, then I'm sorry, but I'm not going to turn my back on them. Go home. Go to your parents. But they're not the only ones who never got. You're not the only one who never got to say goodbye. Leave the necklace with us. If you're going to run away, you were never meant to have it.
Des gets the nearest source of water and douses.
No, it's
Melon.
okay.
I watched you during that fight. I saw the way you protected that child. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I was wrong about you. And he does have a point, in that I do think that you have a role to play in this. A role to play as a hero.
I think you should get your chance to say
I know you hate me, but come on.
I think you should get your chance to say goodbye. You deserve that. They need that. It's not fair to you that you were taken away and did not have the chance to say goodbye. You should go back and say goodbye. I just hope you come back. You decide to come back with us. Think of
Blue. Very blue.
Berry Blue. Think of Berry Blue. Please. She needs you. That whole world needs you. So say your goodbyes and please come back and help us. We won't judge you if you decide to stay over there. Just know you never got to say goodbye to Berry Blue.
What's the spider doing all this time?
He's just being a spider.
Just like hanging to the
curious,
ceiling.
Well, I mean, the dwarf is still on him. He's not gonna go on the ceiling.
It's
still
like holds on
sentient.
really tight. Well,
If I'm meant to come back, then what will happen? The doors will come and I'll come back. So take the stupid Nixus and get out of my sight. I don't care.
Ouch.
I'm sorry if people need me. If people want me. There is someone who died to a dragon because of me. There are people who died at my hands that I never got to say goodbye to because I was in possession of a demon, similar to the ones that we have fought. The knowledge that my mother, my brother, died without them knowing what happened. I don't.
Let her finish.
So sunglasses guy just like.
But if you think about it in a pair,
So if I'm supposed to come back, if I'm destined
I never said
to come back, as we are supposed to be the foretold ones,
I didn't say anything about that.
that's what this whole thing's about, huh?
Oh no, I said we're in a position to do something.
No. I don't want to be foretold to do something I don't want to. I am going to say goodbye to my mother. And if I'm supposed to go back, so be it. And you'll see me again. Whether I am pleased to see you or not.
May you live in peace with your decision, because this world never will.
goodbye,
And he was going to
Mayland.
turn around.
Oof.
Goodbye, Mayland. Do you want me to say goodbye to Berry Blue for you?
Do as you wish. Head through the door.
This is good music.
It's good music.
You're welcome.
I brought someone, and then 2 silver dragon heads poke out of the door.
Mayland breaks down.
Into tears.
So okay, that was really good. So you see the head of your mom and the head of your sibling, who's now grown. who's now grown, and they kind of like joyously see you, and your sibling like rockets over towards you and pulls you over, and he's an almost grown dragon, so he's just like has you under his hand, and he like leans in really close, and then your mom walks over and then just like snuggles up really close too, and she's like, I missed you.
Malin's not even able to speak because of this.
We should give her some time again.
You're not
I've
required
already-
to go.
Does
You don't want to.
does Usher's
But know that
You've
with
already
this,
left. You're good.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, it'll be okay.
know that with this, and he kind of like takes it, and you see it just kind of like multiply into 7, and he kind of tosses each of you one. You can come and go whenever you please.
we're out. We've left
Yeah,
her alone.
we're gone.
We've gone.
All right. Well, you go outside the door, and all of a sudden, 7 orbs.
chuck that in your head.
Run
It's
now.
like you can come or you can go. It's all up to you. But with this, you can come and go as you please between the times. I haven't come just to torture you. It's to benefit the people of the past and of the present. But if you don't come, someone else will.
It's magic.
is dying.
But I would prefer it was you,
Yeah, no.
because I like.
I'm desperately hoping
I
to
tried to
finish
ignore
this with this
But
marker.
if you ever need anything,
Wait.
just
Later.
call.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna leave. He kind of like wipes a tear, and he's like, and he just goes through the door, and then you're left in the void space with the 2 dragons.
I catch up on the 50 years ago. I'm not going to explain everything through that.
Yeah.
I guess we're not even here for it, so.
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah,
We're
just
gone.
So outside the door, between that lovely catch up, there's like a lot of good feelings, and then just like.
Yeah. Can I
The
catch
dwarf
it?
picks up the druid's ball because
Oh,
he
yeah,
can't
yeah,
because he's
yeah.
still a spider.
I will roll that.
Alright.
Dexterity
what?
check to catch it.
Yes.
I have 2 points of lucky.
Is
Watch
it a
me.
saving throw or?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. That doesn't help me.
Dexterity
18.
check.
Oh, nice. It
Oh.
just falls into your
Let me do
hands.
it. Let me do the thing. Let
Okay.
me do the
8.
Hey,
It
nice.
dumps
20.
against your head and onto the
Dirty
ground.
20.
You kind of like dirty 20.
dirty 20.
So you hear it coming, and you're just like. Did you do one?
No.
Oh, you
The druid can't pick up anything, so the dwarf can take care of it. Unless he like bites it with his fangs.
Do you know what these are?
Huh?
Do you know what
He
these are?
could
They look
shoot
exactly
it
like
with
They're identical to the Nexus.
Wait.
They aren't the Nexus.
Okay.
What do they look like again? I'm sorry.
They are a plain, glowing white orb with a black stripe around the middle and a wider circle. It's like a black and white Pokeball.
Awesome.
Except they're not 2 different colors, it's all white.
Magic door, I choose you. Okay.
I'm trying to describe it, but I was just getting lost. And I was like, it's a black and white Pokemon. That close. And it's the size of a ping pong ball.
Go magic door.
Okay. You just
Oh,
going to
wait
walk
a
over
minute.
the
These
door.
magic doors,
I will also walk over the
the
village.
potential to use them in combat, just like
Yeah.
just like Spider-Man when he's battling. We can magic doors. We can use these things to
Wait,
be
when does Spider-Man
So,
do that?
the both of the
in
Nexuses,
Infinity,
Infinity
War.
War. Doctor Strange helps him.
they hit
Oh, I
against
And
forgot
he
both
that
just
of your
part.
heads.
he just pops
they dump
through
to the
like
ground.
bam, wham.
Okay. We walked over to the village elder.
Yeah.
Eva's going to, and he's still shaking a little bit from what happened in the portal. And he- I think it'd be better for
You know,
everyone's
I
safety
can
if
give
we
you some marble
left.
tea for that.
I don't need anything to drink.
What are you talking about? You saved us.
Did any of them come before we arrived? It was a hidden village. You guys were acting like you hadn't seen anyone in 1,000 years.
Well, we've had plenty of demons outside in the forest, but they creep in. But it's true, we haven't seen any in the city.
And especially not in the church.
No.
If
That's the same.
we win, you'll never see any again.
He kind of like wipes a tear away, and he's like, I have hope in you.
The druid is like very empathetic spider face.
From all 8 of his eyes.
Wait, so like that?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's got the button in the middle of it.
I asked
The
her,
button.
So,
What color is said button?
It is white.
according to your knowledge as a historian,
It's a white button surrounded by a black stripe that sits in the middle of the black stripe. Huh?
That's a black and white
where
Pokeball.
was,
That's the Nexus.
where was the last time that these artifacts were heard of?
Honestly, it has been lost to time.
What? Why?
It's been 1,000
I throw it on the ground.
years!
This is why we're
How do
missing
you
out.
know where the Byzantine king's crown is?
Wait,
Yes,
could I ask my dragons to see if they knew of one?
they have a vault,
Oh my gosh.
and they write stuff down.
Fine.
But are they
Say,
from
we
this
need,
plane of
like,
existence?
anything.
Well, sorry if we were too busy
Scripture.
being attacked by the king of demons to write anything down.
feel like artifacts kind of important.
Wait, is this
Yeah,
on
ask
our
my
world?
dragon
Like, is that our
dragons
world?
if
Is
they
this
were
our
in the
world?
past
I don't think
if they've
so.
seen
I just
it.
assumed it was a different world.
The dragon, your mom, kind of
Yeah, ma.
looks, your mother looks, she,
Yeah,
kind of scratches her dragony chin, and she's like, I can't recall any such objects.
Did she describe them in detail?
Yes.
Yes.
I have never heard of these,
All
but
I
I
have to
know
do-
of the schools of magic you speak of.
Like, hold up the wall.
Then
Open
where
a
can I
portal, and we
find
find the next artifact.
Yeah,
From
like
what you
Infinity War,
said,
we'll go
I
back in
believe they
time.
do not yet
That's where they
exist in my time.
I don't think that
when
it's
you
a
were
time.
That's not happening?
They don't
No,
yet
they'll be
But
exist.
things
I
these doors
think
took us
we
like
are-
thousands of years in the future, didn't they?
They took us to another.
So the dragon kind of goes over to the
Oh.
stars and kind of
I'm
like
staying.
waves her hand
The
a
only
bit
time we
and
saw
then makes a
time
clear space,
fly
and
was
she's
when
like,
everyone fell asleep.
she points a star right there, and
Hence
she's
the
like,
group
that
We're just sleeping.
is the calamity. And that is 1,000 years before now, and she points to there. I think we are 1,000 years before that. Right here. I don't think they exist yet.
Alright.
So we can't end game this.
Yeah,
No.
I was looking forward to that.
End
Using
game.
these things to like go back in
We were
time
just
for
going
the
to time
artifacts to like known locations.
Oh,
And I'd be
no.
like, ah.
Time heist. Where's Moonlight?
Let's do the time heist again. Heist.
Pretending
Heist.
it's gonna
From
die.
what I see, these Nexus can access these 3 times. I think our time,
Oh,
a year before the calamity, and the future. And I think you can do this.
Thank you, Mother.
It's a Pokemon.
I love you so much. And she kind of breaks down. She's like, I know you don't like this, but she has like a deer carcass, and she's like, I kind of just for you.
that's really sweet in a morbid way.
I'll share it with my brother.
Those little deer carcasses.
I share it with my.
Aw. Those little deer carcasses.
You're like-
between Barrington.
No, I'm gonna share it with them.
Plus, she can cook it. Like, if anyone in the party can cook meat.
Alright.
true.
I take.
You feel all too well.
I say my goodbyes.
But I mean,
to
the
them,
fur
and
ball
then
would
I
happily
the
take
deer
care of
carcass with me
the
as I go
skin
through the
of
door.
the-
When she goes
For
through the
the
door,
animal.
she's
But
like,
for
puts
every
her
bit
giant
used.
hand next to you, and she's like, wait,
Yes.
visit.
I will.
Visit.
Right?
You never visit me.
I went to jail for 50 years!
Just kidding.
My wayward daughter.
Carry on my wayward daughter.
The brother kind of goes up to the door, and as you exit through the door, he kind of
I
puts
said
up his
daughter.
claw
I know.
as like a wave, and then tries to exit through, but he just goes, ah! No, he stops hard against it, and you can't go through, and he's like, good luck.
See you then.
See you then. And then they both kind of nod and then turn around and go back through the door.
This footage is going to be golden.
Okay.
You see me with a deer carcass dragging through.
I'm not even
door
going
closes.
to ask.
My parents gave me food. I share
Okay.
with you.
Alright.
Do you happen to
So
have a
what-
marker
Slam.
that matches this one in color? Not with you, but do you have a marker that matches this one in color? It's dying, and I don't think I can finish this with this marker.
I think I have a watercolor similar to it, yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
have like 96.
So, Eve is going
I think I'm
to
gonna have
hold up both of the orbs, the Nexus and his divinity one.
Yeah.
And he's going to see if he can open a portal. And then just see where the divinity orb leads him.
Yeah.
And just totally space skip everything to the next artifact. That's the thing. That's exactly what I'm doing. With less fart noises, but yes.
No,
idea.
Should we see this happening? Like,
To the future. You see him
Where we're going.
hold the necklace
Roads.
and hold the
Where we're
orb.
going, we don't need roads.
And you click the button in the middle of the ball, and it opens up a white door. And then when you concentrate on the divinity orb, divination orb, sorry.
Mhm.
When you concentrate on the divination
Dwayne.
orb, the door frame glows purple instead of white.
Purple like
I take a rope.
That was never my color.
I tie it around my wrist. I toss the rope to. You're probably the strongest one in the group.
The fighter.
The paladin.
Yeah, the fighter's
The
only
fighter and the
like
paladin.
the fighter's very second to her. She's like 1
Oh,
point lower in strength.
Alright. That guy's alright. I
Does
give a
this-
tug and I cautiously move into the door.
Des, let's go on purpose.
That's
The dwarf grabs her.
no, like you.
Yeah,
I expected
thank
you were like pulling, like
Oh,
there
yeah.
was some tension in there.
yeah, that's the tension.
So she, or
Like,
no,
take it
she
out?
just like
You drop
yanks.
it.
No,
Oh,
she
you didn't.
just yanks forward to make you fall.
Make a strength check.
Yeah, you want to
Make
go?
a dex save. Make a dex save.
Check deck save.
I'm just gonna walk through.
Okay.
So is this
Dirty
fighter
20.
dwarf?
Ooh.
You're not gonna make this.
So the dirty 20? Dang.
You're
What'd
gonna.
you get? Oh no.
23.
Yeah, so I was.
No,
It was
like
close.
face first, because you had been backing, so she just yanks and you go.
I think you
bam.
No, I'm gonna
You can
go.
say that you're like acrobatic enough to catch yourself with one-handed push-ups.
With the pinky push-ups.
Yeah, for funsies' sake, I'll say I just like.
Ha,
Shit, what does the
you
ground
face
taste
pop,
like in this
sticky.
new place?
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Moss?
no, sorry. I didn't know you went through.
I did go through, yeah.
You see a room, an expanseless room. And
Expanseless room.
Hello?
That's a word.
No?
yeah! And it's filled with swirling black fog that has tiny little shimmers within.
Is
And
there a
then-
tree of light off in the distance?
No.
Yes!
No religious symbolism here.
Well, it's
Really
really
like-
the door.
Where
He has
is
blind sight and
frog?
dark vision. Can he see anything?
Des is just
You see
is
everything
just
at
gonna.
once.
Des is just
Okay.
gonna kind of
Oh.
chill there.
So you
and
can
be
see the
like,
whole room?
Sort of.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
walk
I
into
really
the
have to go
room.
to the bathroom, pardon me.
Okay, cool.
All
So
right.
then you hear, hello.
So who's gone through the who all went through the portal? Because I know Des is just sitting on the sitting
The
on
dwarf
Everyone-
in the temple, just like.
I am going to close the portal.
No. No.
Don't
No, we are.
split the party.
I grab you by the hand and I pull you in.
What?
Yes.
I'm holding the rope for him.
I don't care. I'm taking you in. Like you dragged me here.
I'm
dragging
taking you in after 50 years in prison.
I think the furball really figured out, but I'm trying to figure out how to play the fighter.
Well, you
Restless.
could
Pretty much, honestly.
Okay, there's different types of fighters. You could go
Like
for.
this.
Also, you don't have to adhere to literally any stereotypes of
That's
what
true.
you're playing.
That's true.
I am not the elderly bookish wizard.
No,
Nor am I.
you're the angry wizard.
Angry?
You are.
He's an angry wizard.
He got pissed
Not
once because of
angry.
lice.
When? Okay,
Last
true.
time.
Both times with you.
Both times
This is like the nicest. This is the second nicest guy in the
Okay.
party, I'll say.
In fairness, though, you abandoned the destiny of an entire planet to clean up your own past.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
that's
She
going to
should-
come up again.
She should focus on her. She should focus on her. On. Okay, would you want? Let me put it in this way. She's
That's Shrek
focusing
music.
on fixing herself before she goes to help fix others.
He's not going to see it that way.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I did not appreciate the mini panic attack. Thank you very much.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Did I not tell you about the screaming matches that went down between?
No, you didn't.
No.
Lisa knows about them.
I know about them too. What is this song? I don't know this song.
Critical, whoa, whoa. D&D.
By the way, if you ever want to royally mess with the Furbog, injure his sister, you will be on his bad side forever.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
He will hurt you.
I'm okay with
If you want a bear mauling your tent,
If anyone in the
When
party
to
could
go.
take you.
it's true.
talking about me against her or her against
I don't
me.
know.
Oh, both.
It's not a
The
mage-
Furbog's
I am
not a
mage
she.
slayer.
It's true. She has a surprisingly high, level of meat point, though. This is
I
really
got
bad.
a nat 20.
I'm going to go grab a drink real quick.
I want one too, but I don't know where the drinking fountain is.
downstairs.
Downstairs next to the bathroom. You know the laundry.
That's too
motion?
far. I will
Oh.
suffer.
Okay, dehydration.
Yep.
I, for one, have always loved your two characters' interactions because you guys both like to roleplay, I can tell.
Yes.
I'm way good at role-playing, typing. But when it comes to, in-game interactions, I have a hard time with improv. I need to learn how to do that well.
My
Here.
problem tends to be I think of lines after the chance has passed to say them.
I know, right?
The demon joke, though.
The
That
demon
was
joke is
good.
I am the wizard.
So stay in the middle, bro.
Uh,
I don't really have any
If
clerics, so
if there's a thief equivalent here, it would be me.
midnight.
it would be midnight.
Midnight.
Even
Where
though
is
I'm
midnight?
I also bet I have higher
Because monks are more roguelike
Probably.
than warlocks.
There's no bard in this, is there?
Oh,
No.
no, there's no bards.
Yeah, dang it. I'm closer to a bard.
I thought about it, but too many people have charisma, and I don't like jumping out of people's stuff.
The dwarf cannot do charisma.
True.
She has 9 charisma.
I have 12.
Air 5.
Air 5. And the Furbog is 11, I think. He's got 18 wisdom, though. Don't know how that happened.
I do one thing well. Books.
And yelling.
Did I overstep? Did I overstep?
I personally liked it.
It was good. It was good.
I personally liked it.
It was
But I
very much
understand
in
that some
character.
people are
So it was
sensitive,
really
so...
I hate this thing. Okay.
No, don't hate. This is a place of love.
I know.
Oh, we still need to have the interaction where I teach how to flirt.
Yeah, but that might be a while. There's kind of unresolved tension there.
Very true.
I have a feeling neither of them are very happy.
The druid just wants to be your friend!
If your druid can resolve the conflict, then that would be impressive. Typically, in real life, I'm the one who solves all the conflicts between friends.
I
So
don't
it's
know how
weird
adept
being
the
the
druid
conflict,
is at... I don't know how adept the druid is at... Not necessarily reading other
Wisdom
people's
means you
emotions.
tend to read people really well.
Yeah, he reads people
Honestly,
really well.
with your wisdom score, I would be rolling insight on everyone we come across just to see what kind of people they are.
He has...
That's how I played cleric.
I think he has insight,
clerics.
insight buffs, but I also gave him medicine, so I don't know. He was good at wisdom, so I gave him anything that had to do with wisdom.
Animal handling.
No, I didn't give him animal handling.
Handling medicine?
He does have medicine.
Good. We need
He
that.
has insight, medicine, perception, and survival, all of +6.
Plus 4 wisdom.
And then the
You
fire
are as
dwarf-
wise as I am book smart.
You are just wiser than I am.
I see that your knowledge is useful.
Oh, this is still recording. Wow.
Oh,
Yay.
Like, he's very insightful. He can totally read people. He's very empathetic.
yeah, so it's
Well,
probably.
then you're probably the best person to try to resolve any
Probably.
conflict in the party.
The problem is I have a feeling he kind of melts under any sort of pressure.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
With two hot-headed, one literally, it's gonna take a little bit of...
We
like
need a
he's-
caster clash between
He's a
the
little
two
like
one day.
Cash when conflict comes on with interpersonal conflict. He's just okay.
I like to think he
So-
keeps a cool head in most crises.
I'd say probably Dez or the dwarf would have to come at my character. Furbog probably over here, and you probably over there, trying to undo this conflict that's been going on for a while.
When I'm doing this, I
Although
will.
right now he
Hi.
can't talk.
Are we
He's
friends?
a spider.
Well, yeah.
Oh, hey, we can have in-character conversations while they're gone.
Yeah.
Totally good, yep.
We could actually try to resolve this right now.
So,
Let's not.
Okay.
I mean, the Furbo doesn't have to stay as a spider.
So Eve is going to
A minute.
I'm going to assume that this is a reasonable amount of time in the future,
I'm
so everything is calm.
sure it's fine. Yeah, we're just kind of like hanging out.
How do you pronounce your character's name? I remember it.
It is Lao
Oh,
Shan.
Lao Shan. Okay.
I'm roasting the deer.
Lao Shan.
Mm-hmm.
How do you define magic?
The dwarf just walks over to you
Uh,
and sits down
what do you
down
mean?
next to you.
The definition.
I feel you there.
Yeah.
When you say magic
Indeed.
is
Once
the thing
a year?
that needs controlled,
Sure, I like
how do you
it.
define magic?
Especially
I would
cut.
start with unnatural.
Unnatural. So anything
your
that
life.
alters the force of the natural
She
world
I actually accepts that. She's happy with that.
outside of its own.
I cut off the head.
She's not the most charismatic of
Yes,
people.
I believe its
I start
boundaries
eating
are.
the neck.
I believe its boundaries do not belong within the manipulation of mortal races.
Okay.
I
So
believe
say-
only. I
You know,
believe
my
only
brother's
great
scared of
spirits
you,
should have
but
access to such
I think it's quite
powers.
impressive.
So
With
say
firepower.
if some
I take that as a rather good compliment. I find your
supremely
sword-swinging abilities
powerful